Please welcome Soda. We're just so glad Soda's here because he just got a couple of more classes at a college we're teaching at, and he's just like, oh my god. So it's amazing that he's still awake. And there's some social media thing I want to talk to you about. You are actually outside your house? Yeah. Yeah, he was actually having lunch with his brother. That's amazing to me. He's outside. So was the sun burning your skin? Oh, you are. Yeah. Hold on. I thought you were. Everyone is. Okay, there we go.
Jesus.
God damn it.
There we go. I thought I clicked it. It didn't click off. There we go. Now you can hear
And
everybody.
here I was going, IT represent, right, Mariner? And you couldn't hear a goddamn thing.
Right.
I do get out of the house, yeah, occasionally. I try to get out of the house once a week.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I clicked on it. It didn't turn on. So I don't know why it did that. Sorry about that, guys.
But yes, it's 110 here, and it'll probably be 110 every fucking day for at least the next 2 months.
Oh,
wow.
God.
Nice.
You
My
can
heart.
have.
I can't. That's just too hot.
It's crazy. Crazy. And we had
His
some
ball-
tornadoes up north because of the, hot weather meeting the cold weather. So
His balls are going to melt off his body.
Oh, I ain't leaving the house unless I have to.
Okay, let's do our PSA done by the one and only Rogue Raven.
Attention! The preceding content is intended for mature audiences. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of the Lagging Out community, Lagging Out Entertainment, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're under 18, get bent and pound sand.
I am always happy to hear that.
In that order?
Oh. And may I say something just as a side note? I hope I'm not overstepping anything.
Yes, you are. Just kidding. Go ahead.
For anyone who has ever been in any server ever on any website, but we're going to use Discord as an example, just be aware sometimes you find really odd characters.
No.
And for some reason, they like to use weeaboo bullshit. And I do mean weeaboo bullshit because if they liked it in any sincere fashion, they wouldn't do what they do, which is called send nudes and porno links. Or porno link to servers.
Bots.
So,
oh, wow.
In case you ever have that happen to you, a quick word of caution: block and ban. Yes, report them, but you need to block them and you need to ban them. And sometimes they like to be sneaky and try to use like a side account or a disguise. But the thing is that Discord, for once, actually is pretty smart in that they'll show you the main account that's causing the issues. So you can block and ban that fucker too. So yeah, if chances are, if it's like porn and like any other certain type of relationship, if it comes a little too easy, that might be a bad sign. So just don't. Don't.
As an aside, kind of to piggyback off of that, related to actually something that Mariner mentioned in the chat there. Over the weekend, Rogue Raven's server got hit by a porn bot. More specifically, what it was most likely somebody found a public link to her server and they decided to sick their bot on Raven's server, and it entered the server and spammed every channel with multiple porn links. Porn server
I
links.
like boobies.
And that's one way that it happens. Another way that it happens is if some unsuspecting, poor, unfortunate, I'll say normie decides to click a link and not know better. The link has a habit, or links have a habit, if you don't know what the source is, of spam, using your account to spam links to porn sites in every channel.
It's like a real life STD. It just keeps following you until you find the source code and fix it.
Oh God.
Yeah. Fortunately, she
Throw back to
was.
LimeWire.
Fortunately, she was quick enough to ban it after a second round of porn links got spammed in the server.
Well,
At 3:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Oni was here last week, but Soda was actually in our stream, and we got spam attacked on our stream when I was there.
Yeah.
And I wasn't panicking because I know like Soda knows how to fix that shit. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone has to watch me to make sure I don't fuck things up on by myself when I stream. But a video game, so I got some clips from there. So like we were getting that stuff there, and he's just like, they're like Russian bots and shit like that, and it's just like, ugh, really? I'm always watching you. Yes, you are, Prophet. That is creepy or reassuring.
Both.
Okay.
Just go with both. Take the safe way.
Now I kind of feel like a little bit like Whittle Bears here because I got a huge tip today. Thank you for subbing with Prime. I think. Thank you so much. We appreciate that, Prophet. But I got a $250 tip from a summer camp parent because they said I taught I'm teaching their child so well and being such a great positive mentor. I'm like, do you know who I am?
That's real wholesome.
Yeah, $250, and I got like a whole bunch of like stuff from campers this week. Like, I was doing Kermit the Frog, so they went to the Disney store there and they bought me like a Kermit the Frog, kind of like a little fuzzy thing.
Okay, that's baller.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I said it was hot in the room, so like I'm not gonna open it up, but I got like this little mini fan. Another camper got me and stuff. It's nuts, dude. I'm like, I'm just doing my job, yo. I was like, if you really saw me on a live and saw how much of an asshole I really am on a live, you wouldn't do that. But like I'm very professional. Let's just say that.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, yay to me. And we actually got a cash out thanks to you guys donating, and also Hero and Soda donating to the stream. We had a cash out on Twitch, so now we can like upgrade to
Give us a fucking
Ultra. And a quick thank you for Hero and Soda and all our chatters that gave us the hype train last week.
Give us a fucking
hype train, everybody.
I miss you guys.
give us a
hype
fucking
train.
Jeez.
If you guys notice, I have my campers no tryhards because we have a story that's related to Call of Duty today. For once,
Give us a fucking
What the hell? It happened twice.
Wow, we got two up there. That finally
is there
worked.
2 alerts?
Yeah, it finally
Yeah.
worked.
Just testing.
Oh,
you know.
no. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. It pops up random ones too. Yeah, it does that too. Yeah, it's not supposed to work like that. It's supposed to alternate back and forth. But anyways, crazy. You guys are fucking lunatics. I love you. And you can also donate with PayPal with that little QR code. That's the same code that is on Nova's ass.
It is.
I love it.
So
Where's Nova?
yeah,
Playing
we
Diablo.
love Nova. My second favorite Australian, Rhea Ripley's my favorite. But I always say he's my second favorite Australian. He tells me to go fuck off. Why am
I've
I
been
not your
carrying
favorite?
him. He's got to get to 70, so my back stops hurting.
Jesus.
Right. Also, we're on all these social media outlets, but if you can't read fast enough like me, like I don't read very quickly, you could just scan that QR code and just grab our link tree and just follow us all there at your leisure.
Leisure.
And I forgot I got to remove the Diablo thing. I didn't have time this week because sleep's important as well. We don't want to forget our local Wolfman, who will be just streaming on Tuesdays from now on, from 6 to 10 Eastern time, and he'll be doing Diablo 4 during that time. Hopefully his computer doesn't shit the bed like it did on Thursday.
I
And
don't know if it was his
he's okay.
computer or if it was just the internet.
Yeah. he says, Chieftain, it's I think he's referring to me teaching. Chieftain, it's because you're being a political neutral role model, unlike other teachers. That's true. Even in the college thing, I'm pretty politically neutral. I say, this is what this is. This is what this is. Do you think this is right? And I think that's the best way to teach students. I'm not trying to indoctrinate anybody. I'm not like I did have a transgender student that her parents didn't know that she's using he, him pronouns, but that's not me. That's not my position to go to the parent. I told her, I'm like, well, it's important for your parents to know this now. I'm here to teach you, and I don't want to be held verbally hostage. So you just tell me what to call you, and that's fine. I could show you a ball bounce, and she understood. She's like, I'm not trying to do anything. She's very quiet and sweet. And she
Give
was
us some fucking.
Hey.
Thank you, Prophet. Appreciate you. Thank you. I'm gonna actually make those lower from now on because I have a feeling we're gonna get really popular, and like I'm gonna actually turn off the music or make it very low, so that way it doesn't disturb us, and we can still thank and appreciate our fans without being disrespectful. I really
Nice
focus
mohawk.
Who? What?
Hero.
Oh,
Really?
Or is that or did you get the
he's got.
undercut?
I guess it's the undercut. The wife decided to finally break and trim up my hair. I was having some real bad scalp issues, and she got like done with the undercut, and she was like, I actually like how this looks. You're gonna keep this. And I'm like, okay. And then she goes into her closet and pulls out a bunch of hair products, and she says, we're gonna switch up your hair products too. Here, use this. And magically my scalp is doing 100% better now.
Oh, that's it's not itchy.
That doesn't surprise me because she probably uses some really good moisturizers and really nice conditioners with her hair texture, because
Oh my gosh.
that type of hair gets really dry. So you really gotta really moisturize it, cleanse it,
and
all that good shit.
and
So
it
it's probably like a
sounds
spa day.
it sounds wild, but all the products that I normally use, they work.
I call it the Rob Van Dam haircut.
The
whole damn show.
No chaos. She did not touch my beard. I trimmed that up myself.
Yeah, make it moist. Yeah.
Make it moist. I wish I
there
was in
are-
another clip for that when you said that. Then I can't use it.
There's so many things that I'm going to leave left unsaid. But anyways, the all these hair products that I've used in the past, they work great, and it's all the stuff that you usually see, like Denorex.
Thank you for the
all that stuff.
hype train, everybody.
And I just, they work for a while, but then they stop working after about a month, and then she comes in with new stuff that we used a while back, and all of a sudden it's fine again. Anyways, enough about me and my hair.
And like he's got the hair on the side, on the back there, and I have a name for that. That's called a bitch handle.
Blowjob holder.
Right there. Well, it's actually more on the top. A bitch handle's more on the top. It's where you just drag your bitch around. So you just grab the dude's hair like that, and you're like, "Here, let's go, bitch."
Whoa.
Bitch handle.
Well,
Good luck doing that with him.
I'm gonna cut mine off then.
Well, he's a little bit lighter now. I can manhandle him now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
We're just gonna leave what that is used for left unsaid as well.
It's not really a family show, but I'm sure your wife appreciates it. Yes, dear. No, dear. I'll put on the leather mask, dear.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Wait.
I'll just put it this way. It's the Oh Jesus handle.
What?
Wow. I'm not going to say anything, but it's called the Oh Jesus handle. Speaking of deviants, let's talk about Activision and what they did to Nick Mercs. Now, if people don't know who Nick Mercs is, he is a professional Call of Duty streamer, and he is also really good at Call of Duty. So he's actually played in tournaments and stuff like that. So much so that he actually has had his own skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 until what happened, Hero?
Oh, let's just say somebody decided to leave the plantation.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
They deviated from the accepted message. So good old Nick Mercs here was on his
Super nice
own.
guy, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently very nice guy. Apparently he's very level-headed. Generally well liked amongst the Call of Duty community.
Oh, definitely.
That being said, he was commenting on a video that was posted of a school district in California that had a school district meeting, and they were voting or discussing having a school sanctioned pride celebration, and it turned into an all-out knockout down, drag out fight brawl that got
Wow.
recorded between parents.
Pro and cons.
Yeah, they were parents that were against this and parents that were for this, and it turned into like protesters versus anti-protesters. It was straight up a brawl.
Wow.
And he commented on this video clip on Twitter and said they should just leave little children alone. That is the issue. And is suddenly there was an uproar amongst the wild Twitter activists, if you will. You know the type.
Yeah.
You know the type that decides to come out and cancel, right? And they started.
Yeah, we had one of those.
They started tweeting at Call of Duty and at Activision about him being a bigot, over saying leave little children alone. Within less than like 12 hours, Call of Duty decided to pull his operator bundle from Call of Duty.
Wow.
Fucking pussies, dude. Really? I know. I knew this. I'm gonna pretend to react. I'm surprised they did this. No, all of a sudden, like, because when you open up Call of Duty, you have like, oh, here's a new skin, and then all of a sudden it was there and gone. And we actually initially heard this from Bandit last. I heard this last Thursday from Bandit. Like, Bandit was like going off in the chat, like when I was playing COD. She's like, "Did you hear about Nick Mercs?" I'm like, "No," and she like told me in the chat. And I'm just like, "Holy shit!" I'm like, "No way!" And like, I'm glad we're talking about it today because it's like I couldn't really comment on it because it wasn't the content that, like, it wasn't a podcast. It's me like getting my ass kicked on Call of Duty. But I mean, but it's to the point now where it is flat out grooming. Like, you're forcing somebody, but you're forcing someone to participate in Pride Day, but you refuse for the kid to stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. I mean,
Right.
where's the line? And it comes straight from, I hate to talk about it, but they had they had a Pride event at Washington, D.C., and as military and veterans, they had the Pride transgender flag in the middle, and then they had the American flag on the left and the right side, which is technically illegal. So, like, it seems to be more right. My mom is right when she says, like, the LGBTQ plus community don't want this. They don't want equal rights. They want more rights than an ordinary person. They want to do whatever they want. I'm not saying everybody in the community. I'm just saying the wild activists, the wild, like, crazy left-wing people, because I know a lot. I have a lot of friends that are in the LGBTQIO community, and my friends are very like, this is like stupid. Like, this is like they're hijacking our movement. This is not what it was about. So, like, this is like, it's just like it's a hyper overcorrect with Activision, in my opinion. What does Oni and Soda feel about this? Dish it off to them because we said enough right here. Well, Hero probably wants to say something too, but
Yeah, he always wants to say something.
Well, there's more to follow once you guys have your say.
Do you need to follow up now, or do you want to do it after?
Go.
Okay. Okay, just making sure. All right, Oni, let's go to you and then Soda.
Okay, sorry.
No worries.
I just ate some food, so I'm like, oh shit, 'cause I had Creole seasoning in it.
Oh, that's spicy. Yeah.
Spicy to go with a spicy topic.
There
Oh,
we go.
indeed.
Nice segue there. Perfect segue, bro.
Well, see, I'm good with that shit.
Yeah. Segue Sam.
Activision can do what they want.
Right.
They are within their right to do so. However, I find a lot of these business moves made by a lot of these corporations questionable, to say the least, in a lot of ways. Namely because the way they are choosing to have PR, the way they are choosing to be represented, is going to drive a bias. If they really wanted to be equal, they would just function in their lane. If they happened to have an influencer who was, you know, gay, trans, or, you know, some variation thereof, they could just do that. That could be a cool skin. You know, it's like, hey, look, this is, you know, they're licensed by
Right.
Activision. They get some pretty cool perks. That's pretty boss. That's
Really
cool to
quick,
put on your
Oni.
resume.
Really
Mhm.
quick. You can put you can put a banner and you can put a trans flag on your avatar flag representation there. So they already have
Oh.
that there, just so you know for context.
Okay, that's nifty. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that he voiced an opinion,
Right.
which, I mean, a lot of people are actually saying it. It's just that it depends on where you get your news from. It depends on what circles you're in. If you're in densely populated areas where there's only one ideology, you're only going to hear one side, or you're going to hear that you're the minority, so you have to fight back, which can, you know, give you the impression, oh, I have to fight the good fight, or I'm the only one going to stand against this tide. I find it ironic that these fights are breaking out in mostly certain types of cities and locations. I mean, Canada had an issue similar to this,
Yes.
where
Oh, God.
a teacher was yelling at Muslim students saying that we support you during your holidays. And this is Canada, you need to support everyone else for their holidays, or you need to get out. Canada isn't for you.
Wow.
That's a bold statement for an adult to tell a child. And you know what?
Well, the
Last I
child then?
checked, there was a teacher to students.
Wow.
Here's my thing. As a vet in America,
Mhm.
I would rather you be able to stand up for what you believe in, no matter how I feel about it, than to have everyone who agrees with me be the only ones talking. I want to hear the other
Yes.
side. I want to understand. It is absolutely your right to have your views, whether I agree with them or not, especially if I don't agree with them.
Right.
Because we need a conversation. More people are a lot more centrist or moderate or very, you know, leaning to one side than there are people on the outer skirts going
Extremes.
all, you know, yeah, to the extremes, which is funny because the farther you get to the extremes, the closer they get to their ideologies. They're saying the same thing. They're just having a different conversation.
Right. It's not a
Um,
linear spectrum from left to right. I see it kind of like a circle. So if you get
Oh,
so
yes.
extreme to the left and you so extreme to the right, you will meet somewhere on the other end, and like that's I call that like the asshole section right there. It's like those where all the dickheads live. You know.
But regarding this guy getting all his stuff canceled,
Yeah.
it's not
dumb.
like he dissed Activision. Okay, I understand sort of where some of these companies come from, where, oh, so-and-so doesn't agree with a major thing that we believe that they should. Here's the thing. Are they an employee of yours, or are they simply a face, a marketing tool? Do you have a contract with them, or is it more it's a deal that we have where we pay you money and you get some cool perks because you're famous and you advertise our game. A game, by the way, that most people buy to be able to shit on it, but that's just what I see. I find it very odd. Because I also don't know how really it affects the Call of Duty community. I really don't. I really just don't. So I know a lot of other streamers are coming in to band with him, but the thing is that what's so odd too is all he said was we need to protect children.
Basically.
Like
Why
I
is
said,
why is that controversial? So again, it's this whole idea of if you're not absolutely with me, you must be against me. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You are purposely causing problems, and by doing that, you are creating your own bias. You are creating the argument you wish to see. That's kind of like, I feel like the whole world is against me, so I'm going to shut myself off. And so no one wants to talk to you because you look like someone shat in your cereal. So of course they don't want to talk to you. So that, it breeds the hatred and discontent. It's just a never ending cycle. From what I've seen, and maybe it's super biased, Activision isn't doing as well as they like to think they are. I mean,
they aren't.
They didn't release it. They skipped a year of Call of Duty, which, to my knowledge, they haven't done in years. So doing this, it doesn't seem like, it just seems like a really bad marketing tool. It seems like a really bad choice. Look, you can be right and do something that basically just discredits everything you do. It happens. I don't know why you had to, quote, cancel this guy because of what he said that was totally unrelated about the state of California, of something that he saw. He saw parents who wanted to have a say during the school board meeting, which is their right, their taxpayer dollars go to it. They should absolutely have a fucking say. And yet he said something basically to the effect of, hey, we should probably maybe not let this go to kids. This is probably really not something they need to be learning about at like 5 or 10 or whatever.
Rogue Raven. They were forcing kids to like dress up for Pride Month instead of making it an optional thing. Wow. And some parents kind of pushed back at a school board meeting. That's what we're talking about.
And it turned into
Oni,
a brawl, like straight up turned into a fist fight in the meeting.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I'm sorry, I just wanted
something, but oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
I want to before we get too long drawn out, I want to hear if Soda has anything, and then I want to do the update because there's breaking news today about Nick Mercs.
Breaking news with Hero.
Ballroom Blitz.
To me, this could be maybe they were looking for a reason. Sounds like they were looking for a reason to, get him out of the store, or maybe not,
He's very popular though.
I don't know if that would be wise. I mean, there is a bunch of people that have kind of sort of coined the phrase Soda, anti-marketing, where you want to market to another demographic at the risk of costing yourself your standard base.
Well, I don't know why everybody's going with the whole we got to target one audience. That's one of the first things you learn in marketing.
Right. This is why there's a thing called a Pride score. It's kind of like I'm not joking. This is a real thing.
It's a DEI score. I know.
Yeah. So like if you're catering to the LGBTQ plus community, your score is higher, and you want your score to be higher because it's more appealing to either the some sort of marketing demographic, and you don't want to be like, your company doesn't want to be marked as bigots. So that's why they're doing that. So they're losing money, but they don't care as long as their score is up. I think that's the whole premise of it.
Yeah. So there's this new organization that's like cropped up over the last 10 or so years called the WEF. And they score. WTF. They score your company based on this. It's effectively a social credit score. They score your company, and the higher your social credit score, your DEI score, the more likely these hedge fund investment groups are going to dump money into your company, and they would rather listen to the big money investors than the customers, because the customers don't give them enough money from their product.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And yes, it is a racket.
Thank you, Oni.
But yes, thank you, Oni.
It
but
still
go
goes
ahead.
to the fact,
sorry.
we see this all the time, like especially at PTA meetings where teachers and parents are getting advice. To me, a lot of this shit should be at home. I mean, I know most of us grew up. We didn't go to school to learn about. Of course, we didn't have this issue back then, but I can only imagine being a kid. I'd be so fucking confused by the time I hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
They just beat up the effeminate kids when we were kids, like because
Well-
they didn't know any better back then. So.
well, yeah, and most of them you didn't know until high school at the earliest that
The worst
they
issue
were-
we had was goth kids, but
right. But it's still like this shit never came up, and now it's like every time you turn on YouTube, oh, this, and I agree. Usually the parents are like, this shit should be at home. Religion, sex,
Yeah.
trans, all
Right.
this stuff should be parenting, and it's being done by school, and schools can be very biased, as we know. We have a lot of teachers that are biased as fuck. So even in
Oh,
college,
definitely.
so. That's what bothers me. Just leave this shit
Yeah.
out of the classroom. Teach them what they need to learn: the history, math, normal
teach-
shit.
And,
They're teaching
history.
social- Go ahead.
Sorry,
I was gonna get
just-
to that point. No, go ahead. I know we're probably saying the same thing. Go ahead.
Pet peeve of that too. You have to teach everything, warts and all, with history.
Right.
You are
I
doing a
agree.
Yeah.
disservice to people who lived that if you teach it any other way. I am not saying that when you are teaching World War II history, you should teach them all the gory details, okay?
Right.
I am not saying that.
That might help.
There is a way. There is a way to.
EmuWar.mp4.
He's talking about the emu war.
No,
Um,
it's not. No,
I
yeah,
love
no.
my Australians.
I don't
Yeah.
want to say censor, but I do want to say there is a way to teach some of these incredibly gory, incredibly inhumane things that have been done throughout history without absolutely scarring your students. You
Right.
could easily say there were some things done that if I were to tell you would horrify you. So I would suggest you speak to your parent and guardian about this and do the
Mm.
research together, because these are some of the things that have happened in these conflicts.
I learned about the
were-
Holocaust without seeing a lot of imagery of the Holocaust. You can talk about the Holocaust. You
No,
can talk
no,
about
I'm
the
not saying
Japanese
don't talk
internment
about
camp.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
but
don't
the
talk
visual
about
aids.
it,
Yeah.
but what I am saying is it doesn't necessarily mean you need to show them what happened to the people after we nuked Hiroshima or Nagasaki. I've seen photos of that.
Yeah.
Horrific if it were a teenager. You
Yeah.
don't need to be showing them every photo of corpses or mutilations. That can get a little too much. Tell them, teach them what happened,
All they gotta
but
do is
also
Google it.
Exactly.
but also emphasize that this is human history. This is the history of people, and it has been for years. The
Right.
tools may change, the methods may change, but the greed and wickedness within all humans doesn't really change. But you know what? We are also capable of great compassion and kindness. Just look at all the major disasters that have happened that have united people across borders and across languages. So do not look
What
at
the
your
fuck's going
fellow
on in the
human.
chat?
Do not look at your fellow human and think that they are wicked because of where they came from. We are human, and what matters is where we're going. There's a way to teach it without
right.
teaching them that, oh yeah, the world's all hell and we're all gonna fucking die. That's
No,
like,
that's
oh,
just
great, cool,
Oni's
I'm
point
gonna-
of view.
You'll
Right.
learn that when you
You
get
w-
older.
Yeah, Oni, you would not believe how I teach history of animation, and you don't believe how much I have to back teach about Joseph Goebbels or fascism, what fascism, socialism, and communism is when I'm talking about the artists, the animators that were forced to influence the fascist Nazis, and then later on, when Russia, the Soviet Union actually took over Czechoslovakia because it was under Nazi rule, and then they actually used the same guy for communist propaganda to do stuff on their side. So this poor guy was going back and forth.
he got fucked over. Yeah.
I talk about him at nauseum, and they're like, They write papers that like yeah Professor Chieftain was just like going on, and it's like I feel so bad for this guy, and I'm like yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
horrible. And Rogue Raven was saying that 40% of kids don't believe the Holocaust happened. This is because here's a little bit of a history lesson for you. There was a Nazi sympathizer at the New York Times and actually denied the Holocaust ever happened. The newspaper of record in the 40s denied the Holocaust even happened, even like years after it. Complete adamant denial. Nazi sympathizer went over there, empathized with the Nazis, said, "Oh, there's nothing going wrong here," and then this like it's like a domino effect later on, and then like, oh, this is the newspaper of record. No, they're still doing that shit. So it's up to non-biased instructors, which they're very few and far between. To teach like this is what this is. I always say this before the show. This is what this is. This is what this is. What do you think? And I was saying that to parents today, and they're like, yeah, like that they don't teach like that anymore. There's a lot. I go, unfortunately, that is true. But yeah, so all because this guy said leave the kids alone. Pretty much that was almost his exact quote.
Right.
They Call of Duty like took his skin off and took money. I don't think he actually gives a fuck because he makes enough money on Twitch anyway.
Right.
And he's not being a bigot. He's just saying they're kids. Leave them alone.
That's
Yeah.
part of the follow-up. So what happened shortly thereafter was Tim the Tapman, a very good friend of Nick Mercs. Why am I so high in my shot?
We need to teach the kids that the U.S. saved a bunch of Nazi scientists, and that's how we have. Yeah, that's how we have rockets. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
That's how we have a fucking rocket program. You're absolutely 100% right with that.
But-
yeah.
But so shortly after this, yeah, is that not common knowledge? I thought that was common knowledge too myself.
It is, but people,
people are
you learn so much and you forget. But go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead, finish.
But Tim the
wrap this up.
Tapman came out shortly after. They're really good friends. They started in COD together. They were joined FaZe together and all this other stuff.
Mhm.
And he came out and publicly, because there was like people questioning him, like, why aren't you speaking up? And he came out and publicly said, like, he's entitled to his own opinion. And then it was so milk toast what he said that he caught a little backlash, and then he publicly came out and said, look, we started together, we got our bundle together, we played games together, we joined FaZe together. It ain't right for me to have a bundle and not my buddy that also started at the same time, that we've been through everything together at the same time. Please remove it. And
Right.
Activision complied.
Wow, good
And
for
then-
him for standing up for his friend, man. That's cool.
The very next stream that Dr. Disrespect did following this controversy, he live on stream uninstalled Call of Duty and said he will not go back unless Activision apologizes and reinstates the skin. Both of
Wow,
them.
good for him.
Yeah. No,
He
mind
just
you,
got canceled he got canceled from YouTube anyway too. So
and I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Dr. Disrespect has done this multiple times with Call of Duty. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt, but the reality is he is voicing his support for both Tim the Tapman and Nick Mercs as well. Like he's not with it. He straight called it out. The Call of Duty, then here's the update. Today, Activision published the co-streaming watch party streamer influencer list of the people that they contracted with to co-stream and do a watch party. They paid money for this, and both Tim the Tapman and Nick Mercs were removed from said list. So
wow,
they are further canceled from the dealings. I just, and just parroting, maybe, I don't know, co-signing what Oni and Soda and yourself, Chief, all said. This is why is a parent not wanting propaganda shoved in their children's face before they are of a a good age or a proper age to formulate their own opinions and make their own decisions? Why is that so wrong? Why is that bigoted? Because the media is running. They
Right.
are running with the
As an
anti-LGBTQ comment propaganda.
As an instructor, it is a challenge navigating that.
Yeah.
I've been navigating it because I teach children in summer camps, and like kids are so comfortable. They'll come up to me and say, "Yeah, can you just use he, him pronouns? My parents don't know," and that puts me in a situation that makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
But
Right.
what am I gonna do? I'm there to teach you a fucking ball bounce, not to teach you social structure. So I'm like, whatever they want. Like I talked to my folks about this, and it's like, well, you should tell them that they're boys and tell them they're baby boomers. So
Right.
it's like I go, that's not my, as an instructor, that is not my responsibility. That is not my fucking lane. Whether I believe whatever I believe one side or the other, and I'll use I have friends that are gay or friends that are asexual. I have a lot more asexual friends than gay friends, which is crazy. Because I thought you'd think there'd be more queer. I'd have more queer friends, but
Yeah.
I don't care who you sleep with or what you identify as.
Exactly.
I love you as a person. I would give I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me, but like, I want that student to be able to learn. And if they want me to play, because I feel it's a game at their age, because they're young. If they want me to use he, him, and use a boy name if they're a girl, fine. Like, it doesn't bother me. I want to get through my material.
and what I want to kind of get
Never
out into the
apologize.
public,
Move on. Yeah.
what I want to get out to the public is, it's not wrong to say, keep all of that out of the school systems.
Right.
That's not
Right.
the schools, the government's,
Stop my lane.
anybody's lane outside of the parents to parent. And then on top of that, why is it being treated any different than sex ed? Why are we like,
Yeah, that should be taught during
why is that
health
being
class.
pushed on elementary kids?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why is that being pushed on young children who haven't even had sex ed yet? Why are you
Right.
pushing sexual ideologies out there, but not teaching puberty and all this other stuff? That is
where the line is.
Why?
Exactly. Exactly. That's the thing. See, like, I'm a firm believer that, like, I learned all this shit in health class.
Yeah.
So that's something that should be for health class. I don't know what grade it was. It was like 7th grade or 8th grade or
right about there,
something like-
between 6th and 8th grade
I'm
is
fine
when
with
that
that.
started.
dude, you must have gone to a school that had sex ed. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
Oh
I did.
shit! Did they take that out again?
I'm surprised they would take that out anywhere, but I don't know. I know where Rogue is in the world, but because most kids from a young age that know that they're different, they do know that they're different. But what are you supposed to do at that point? Like that, it's a very
Thin
it's
line.
it's a very thin line. And what we should do? Should we just tell everybody? What if they don't want to come out or they're not comfortable? I'm like, it's a whole rabbit hole. I'm assuming, Rogue, you knew, like you've always known, you knew when you were a little kid that you were a certain way. Like, I know when I was a little kid, I like girls. That's something we have in common, right? So I knew that, and even though like the boys didn't like the girls at that time, and they would always like pull each other, like boys being boys and girls being girls, essentially. But like, I wasn't dating anybody or anything. It's like, but you know who you're attractive to, and that's fine. Then they would go to, Mom, I feel this way. Dad, I feel this way, right? Like that would probably be the first thing you would do. Maybe your parents would accept it, but maybe you wouldn't. But you'd be your true self. But well, you
She
didn't. Oh, you didn't know till later. Like, everyone's different, right? You didn't find out till later. So, but everyone's different. So, I'm just using a hypothetical. So, like, I knew early, I was like, oh, I liked Audra. She is so cute. She is so pretty. I want to be her boyfriend. I knew that, like, when I was 8, but some kids, they grow into that and they feel like they're attracted to a certain gender. That happens usually, like what Rogue was saying, it happened later. But what the kids that feel different, then you would address that. They would probably address that or keep it to themselves. Like, you can't like force that, because one person feels that way. there's 30 kids in a class, you're going to address that with 30 kids. It's weird. It's like a weird scenario. It's like, okay, like it's saying that the needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many there. So how do you tread that line? How do you walk that line? It's hard, right? So,
Well,
but
if I
that's
may,
what all what's that?
if I
Go
may,
ahead.
I think one of the
Yeah.
other challenges going on right now, especially, is that the way school systems are structured now is quite a bit different than it has been in some previous generations, depending on how far back you want to go. So a lot of these teachers unions have a lot more power than they used to, and if you don't sign with the teachers union, some of them don't allow you to teach in certain areas. You have to be part of the union. So you can't just be a teacher wanting to build a bridge between, the parent and the child to come together to, figure out what's best for the child. It's, I need to teach this because this is right. Screw the parents. They don't know anything. Which it shouldn't be that way. It should be, it should all be in the best interest of the child. You are not the enemy. The parent is not the enemy, unless the parent's doing some hinky shit. If the parent is being, a predator, that's fucked up. And yes, they are the enemy. But if you automatically assume everyone is your enemy, you will make enemies instead of making allies. And you need to be there for the child. So I do see both sides of this argument. Don't get me wrong. I understand wanting to root for the little guy, root for the underdog. That's what we all want to do.
Yeah.
But at what point are we rooting for the underdog, and are we actually tearing everything down? Like with Mercs, I mean, crap's sake, how many other social media Call of Duty influencers have they now dropped, or are saying, or those people are saying to drop Activision flat out? A lot. So
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like Rogue said something. I'm not. A lot of times, the parents don't know anything though. Some kids feel safer at school than at home. I would really like. I'm not saying that I disagree with her. I'm just wondering what the stats are with that. I would say, because I like my personal experience is different than the actual stats. So like I've had a lot of trans kids come to me and come out to me because they trust me, and they're like, yo, I'm a girl, but like, can you use they them? I'm like, okay, no problem. And it's like, me of all people, you wouldn't think people would come to me, but I'm pretty approachable when I teach, because I'm very jovial. I'm very forthcoming. I'm very engaged with the students. So what do I know? We can't even keep religion out of schools and policies, which is not supposed to happen. That is true too.
So
but they
very
are
true.
taking. See, that's a whole other topic. Like being Catholic and making us learn the Quran, but throwing out the Bible is hypocritical in my opinion. It's like, oh, it's okay. Let's learn the Quran, but like, you know what? Fuck you, Christians. You had your time. Like, no. It's like, if you're gonna do them all or do none.
I agree.
Like, do it as a study. Do it as a study group, like from a historical point. But there is like no religion anywhere, and that's the problem. I feel that's a problem, because you can't practice religion without people like throwing you to the proverbial lions. So like I tell people, like, I don't, it's like, I'm Catholic. I don't care if you're not Catholic. That's cool too. I don't care. Like, but like, you can't even say that you're religious anymore, because otherwise then you're a bigot, you're anti-gay, you're anti this, you're anti that, you're a fascist. So like all these names come out. So it's not even easy to come out somebody with a religious thing. So I've always said this before, and this might like get people to leave, but I've always, like, especially now, I think it's easier to come out as gay than it is to come out as Christian or a Republican.
You're right.
And it's more embraced. Like, you're gay. Oh, good for you. Congratulations. So like, oh, you're a Republican. You must be a Nazi.
Like,
You
how
know,
do you
that-
even make that connection?
You would be. I lived in San Francisco and LA, bro, and Austin,
I know,
Texas.
I know.
But like, so I always keep my mouth shut with that shit, because I don't want to get blacklisted. The Fonz is cool religion. No. Yes, we could all agree that the Fonz religion is the best religion. Thank you, Rogue. Yeah, thank you for that Family Guy reference. Yeah. Can I get an A?
Hey.
Someone clip that. It's easy to come out as gay then try. That's just my opinion. I mean,
I
you don't have
agree.
like I mean,
It almost
you don't have to
is.
agree with it, but like I always like here like only like created my D&D character as a paladin. I'm like or some sort of
Slanesh.
a religious
What the fuck?
cleric. When people ask me if I'm religious, I tell them yes, I worship Slaanesh. You don't worship
Slanesh.
Slaanesh. Do you
Slanesh
not?
is the is an Eldar god. Technically, it's a creature of both male and female aspects, and it's essentially the chaos aspect of unbridled hedonism. Literally the epitome of sex, drugs, rock and roll. The Noise Marines are part of Slanesh's army.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, they take fuck, marry, kill to the absolute
I like where this is
10th
going.
degree. They
Wow.
boost that to 11. Literally,
Mhm.
it's they turn people into ash
Yeet.
and then snort it like cocaine.
Whoa.
Wow.
And then they kill
oh,
more
no,
people.
She does. Oh no, she knows Warhammer lore.
Oh, how unfortunate for you, because I say hail to the Plague Father.
Unfortunately,
Who
this is only a
actually-
3-hour show, so
Right.
Oh no, the salamanders are fucking badass. Salamanders, Alpha Legion, because they still don't know if they're actually chaos or if
I
they're
can
still
shit over.
actually
Nurglings.
Badger, it's Nurglings.
Nerdling.
Yeah,
Got
they're like little tiny chaos demons of Nurgle. So it's like little baby Nurgles. They're basically like
sounds like
think
the
of
name
them
of a
as like
turd that's hanging out of your butt. Of Nurgles.
kind of. It's like I mean, kind of the same thing. He's the chaos god of pestilence, plague, and all that, but
and AIDS.
also the god of rebirth. So
Whoa, dude.
Anyways.
I know this one. Fuck you guys.
The fuck is this? Neil McBeal.
All right, this week's trivia is as follows. Who stole a meal from Neil McBeal, the Navy SEAL? A. Mr. Peanut Butter. B. BoJack Horseman. Or C. Oh my God. Diane Nugent.
Win.
Thank you. Can never get
It's
that.
pronounced win, like
Thank you.
WIN. Yep.
Yeah, I can never. Like, I knew somebody with that last name. They were twins. But yeah, that is our trivia question this week, and we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is
Oh God. What the fuck?
the Flash movie. Ezra Miller being Soda Pop's hero.
Not that one though.
He loves Ezra Miller as Flash. It's his favorite thing in the world.
I fucking hate it.
And that just shows that they'll just put any asshole as Flash and people will go see it. Because
Grant should have done.
Flash is a horrible character. But the movie apparently was meh.
Nah.
But very interesting comments here that we were mulling over yesterday. Neurotic was a raging movie for an hour today.
Nerd
At least it
Rocks
wasn't Angry Joe because he doesn't know anything about anything. But but yeah, I was always nervous about their iteration of Supergirl, and I was happy about the Michael Keaton Batman and Ezra Miller. Ezra. Wow, my accent came out there. You hear that, Miller?
Whoa, dude.
Ezra Miller as Flash, I just find them very annoying. But yeah, what was the final verdict here, guys? What did we go? What happened, Soda or Hero, with this particular thing? I didn't hear it was meh, so I have like a different source.
I have no
So-
clue. Like I haven't heard shit about it. So
Oh, I
mean,
thought you might have gone see it or something.
Ezra Miller. No,
Require him going outside.
I
He loves Ezra Miller. He's like gay for Ezra Miller. He loves him.
no that you can go fucking just fuck off or whatever, something.
They can go fuck off.
So Chaos redeemed
Pretty
the
sure
change
they-
avatar tokens and said, pick your favorite
Burger?
avatar that isn't you.
Ezra Miller. Pick Ezra Miller avatar.
I don't have one.
I'm pretty sure they've got some court
rabbit or
cases
something.
still. So
Yep. They can go to jail.
So I know I heard this. I heard a different thing. I heard one rating, an audience rating of 95% approval.
Where? I don't have
Currently
a
at
burger.
80, actually.
It's at 80. It dropped 15%
Yeah.
when I read.
Oh, here's one.
But yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So basically, a lot of what I heard was, well, when I picked the topic and title, I said meh because a lot
Hydrate
of
everybody.
people, a lot of people said meh, but the majority
Meh.
of the people that I follow, they said it was okay, and what was good was exceedingly good, but what was bad was also
Very
bad.
bad.
Very bad. So it kind of fell on both sides of the spectrum. Generic consensus was that Supergirl, like the parts that Supergirl was in, she performed. She brought that version of Supergirl
Brought the
to
pain.
that world,
You
and
brought it,
like
bro.
she embodied exactly what she was supposed to embody. And that Michael Keaton, for the times he was there, was also phenomenal, just like we all knew he would be.
Yeah.
There was also a cameo, kind of a nod to something that could have been, but
Okay.
that's a topic for,
Later, when the movie's been out a while.
yeah, for a movie that's been, for the movie when it's been out a while.
I'm so proud of you, by the way. You did not spoil it. You have learned after almost 2 years of
Wow.
podcast and
I
not
don't
spoil
spoil
anything. So a big round
That's
of
okay.
applause for Hero.
Right?
But they also had Batfleck in the beginning, the very beginning.
Right.
And apparently from what was said, he also definitely brought exactly what he was supposed to bring. It was a good send-off. But the general consensus was that Supergirl in both iterations of Batman just did not have enough screen time. And there was way too much Ezra Miller because his performance was absolutely excruciating. But overall audience score, I'm kind of not surprised, because when you bring good nostalgia, it tends to bring good numbers. But I can't help but think that the onus of Ezra Miller is going to catch up to this movie and cause it problems. I just don't think it's going to perform.
But she said,
What do you mean I can read, Chieftain? I didn't say anything.
well,
They
you
were
put
asking.
my image up.
No, I hit the wrong button. I meant to. Went to switch to me and I wasn't looking and I hit yours instead. No, like I make mistakes when I hit buttons. That wasn't intentional.
but she said too.
But yeah. Anybody else have thoughts on this? Because my opinion is that while it may be okay, decent, even considering the absolute state of what's been movies lately, that's just been terrible. I could see it doing okay, but I just don't see it outrunning Miller's reputation.
Oh, I liked what you did with that pun.
Yeah.
You didn't realize you did it.
Oh, I did. I was wondering if anybody would catch it.
Oh, there's another one. I remember how we were like commenting on Supergirl's outfit and saying, "Oh, there's no cape," and I said they're probably going to
It
put
was
it
CGI.
CGI,
Yeah,
and
I
I said they're going to
mean-
add CGI. I just want to like iterate when Hero says something and he's right. It's like I was right about that, so now I could say I was right about that.
You absolutely were right, and I'll be honest, I didn't disagree. I
No
just
one
questioned it.
disagreed. I was just calling it. Yeah, we were questioning. It's like it looks so weird. It's like they're probably going to do it in post. So, but yeah. But go ahead. What are you going to say?
From what I heard, the action was good.
Yeah.
They apparently
Excuse me,
spent
sorry.
way too much. They spent a lot of time. From what I understand, they spent a lot of time on this romance arc for the Flash, like, and it could have been easily cut to reduce the runtime. And from what I understand, it badly needed to have content cut to reduce the runtime.
How long was it?
It was over 2 hours. I think it was
Oh
like 2
my
hours
God.
and 15 minutes.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a
That's
long time to sit.
Ass Flash movie.
It just
You think it'd be faster since the character is faster?
Whoa.
yeah, well, apparently he doesn't live up to the name, just drags on and people get tired of him like a bad romance. No, I'm
Would
not
you
going
would
there.
you call this a flash in the pan?
I mean, it's certainly not greased lightning.
Anyways, anybody else have things, comments, like any opinions? I don't.
I
think
do. I think we should have a Michael Keaton Batman movie.
Batman
yeah.
Beyond. I've been screaming that for years.
He said he would never play Batman until Bruckheimer was like, who would die, and then he'd play Batman again.
Damn.
I can't remember the guy who created the initial Batman. He's like, I'm not going to play Batman until like while he's still alive, and he died. That's why he actually got. That's why he actually got this part. That's why he actually did it. It's not Jerry Bruckheimer, but it was like
No, Jerry
can't remember.
Bruckheimer's a lot better than that.
Right. There like he didn't agree with the original, like the way they were going with very like candy colored shit later on. So,
But
if Batman sucks, you suck.
You suck.
You suck. You're
You
a
suck.
cheeseburger. You're a Whataburger. You're not even an In-N-Out burger.
Oh,
bitch.
Whataburger.
wow,
Never had
You're a wannabe burger.
I've never
Shots
had an
fired.
You're
In-N-Out
not-
burger. We only have one here, so
Yeah. Batman currently sucks. Their chaos says.
yeah, the current
used to be
comic
cool.
runs are awful. But that's just the generic comic book industry.
Batman is lame. Badger says.
she knows what's up. You know, she doesn't know who.
You're
he-
training her. That's not right,
Wow! Whoa!
dude. It's like this
Damn.
negative influence you have in her life. It's horrible.
Kevin
Hey,
Conroy.
She knows who Hakeem Olajuwon is now. She will never forget
good-
that. So
There we go.
I
Akeem the
hope she
Dream
doesn't, for her sake.
stole the championship from the Knicks in '94. I remember that
Mhm.
motherfucker.
She knows he's one of only four with quadruple doubles. So hey,
Yeah.
Back
But-
before I knew anything about sports ball.
Does she know what a quadruple double is?
probably not.
I don't honestly. I don't know what a quadruple double is either. So to be honest with you,
So,
but
10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 10 blocks.
oh, okay. Thank you.
Apparently basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they throw a ball into a hoop.
There's only
Yeah.
4 people recorded 4. They think Wilt Chamberlain and some other old guy had one, but no record though.
Quadruple double, isn't that 8?
No,
Why would they do
I
that?
don't know. I don't know if I can go.
Why wouldn't they put it out on something current so that they would get more publicity?
Because retro, because from what I also heard, they're trying to also give out a Game Boy Color for the game. I think.
Okay, you know what? I think I know their angle. But before I publish my opinion, I'd like to hear everybody else on this first.
Aside from Fear, Terror, and Grimace.
Booster Gold? What?
Really?
Ghost Rider? Flash Gordon? Wow. I agree with Batman.
No.
Batman sucks. Silver Surfer's like one of the no. Where did we get that from?
Abandonware. Not quite right, Ghost, but Oni, please continue.
I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. It's
Right?
it's Grimace in a video game
Does he
on
give out
Game Boy
cookies?
Color. I don't know. I didn't really want to read too much into it because it was going to haunt my nightmares. I don't like it. Look, it's not my favorite thing on earth. I don't know if you knew this. It's creepy. Actually, that was the Game Boy Color I had, though. That color was the one we had.
You had to share it.
Way back in the day. No, Badger had hers. I had mine. I just, it was like maybe a bluish one, I think, but yikes. Grimace.
No, he doesn't have forearms.
He did at one point.
Oh,
he originally did.
That's true. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, and then they cut two of them off, and then he was nice. Well, allegedly they say he was a taste
Wait,
bud.
don't say it. I was going to ask a question. I was trying to get you to stop not say it, but go ahead.
Too late. But then they also say that he is something else, and I don't remember what it is, but it's just creepy. It's
a hemorrhoid.
It's I don't know. I mean, like
you snickered.
Like
you fucking snickered. You thought that was funny. Fuck you.
Grimace, I didn't snicker.
Oh, you didn't. Damn it.
I was laughing. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was you. Go ahead, Tony.
Like McDonald's has so many different characters. Some like
Early Bird.
They were phasing those characters out when I was a child, so I only knew some of this from like a tail end of it, and when you Google it, and then you go down the rabbit hole, and then you have regrets. And so I just kind of avoid some of it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I give kudos to the Ronald McDonald House. Okay, charities that help people, fantastic. Grimace is not on that list. Of all the characters, Grimace has always creeped me out. There's just something weird about him, okay? Maybe it's the fact that he's constantly smiling like, hey, I'm totally nice and cool. And I'm like, I don't trust you. So
Maybe it's because he has a cookie up his ass.
I was thinking it was Soda's hemorrhoid.
That's what, well, I mean, those little,
It's
remember
purple
the
like
little
your
bitty,
hair.
remember the little bitty cookies? Do they still give those out?
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
you're talking about Birdie.
Early Bird.
Chaos, you're talking about Birdie.
Chicken. Chicken.
The chicken was named Birdie.
Oh, she was named Early Bird.
We used to get these like baby cookies in the Happy Meal.
Pretty sure.
Fucking awesome.
Someone look that up. Is it Birdie or Early? Because I remember her being called Early Bird.
It was probably, look, let's be honest, it's probably both.
It
would
might
make
be a
sense if
regional.
it were both. It could be regional. It also could be that they did a name change, where, we had it as Early Bird, but Birdie sounds cuter and will appeal to kids. That happens. Happens all the time, so it wouldn't surprise me.
I know they had Mayor McCheese.
Sometimes I forget that character ever existed. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I think about it, it reminds me of
Robble.
the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm always waiting for his head to swivel around, do something creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. This is Ron McDonald, Officer Big Mac.
Officer
Already
Big Mac.
the early bird, Hamburglar, and Mac Tonight.
I remember that because the fucking playground used to have Officer Big Mac out there that you could climb on top of and get in trouble.
Oh, it's Birdie the early bird. So we were both half correct. Birdie the early bird. So I think we were both correct there. So
so
early
yeah,
Birdie.
I don't know
Yes, they did
why-
a JFK bit with Mayor McCheese. I remember that. They blew the back of his head. Oh my
Yeah.
god. This is why Rogue Raven and I get along so well, because of the Family Guy references.
I'll fucking do it.
Yep.
Do it again.
I don't know the why of why McDonald's got away from their mascots and stuff, but I know why they existed. The same reason the Burger King mascots existed. They were in direct competition, so they each had their own thing, which okay, cool. But I get the feeling that the reason McDonald's is doing this game and this Game Boy Color giveaway is, being that it is retro now,
Making kids fat.
I think
Yeah.
their intent is to either revive their old mascots or some of their old mascots, or maintain their copyright on, or maybe a little bit of
Maybe.
both.
I don't know.
Maybe a little
Or
bit.
maybe
of both.
you're just full of shit.
Maybe.
What
I
do
don't know. What do I don't know. All I know is McDonald's is delicious. And like
Funny, I've always been more favorable towards Burger King, but I think that has a lot to do with because Burger King had a contract, and still does, with the DoD, and
there you go.
that's what's on post. And well, I just kind of grew up collecting some of their stuff.
When you were at my house, and I went to McDonald's and I sat next to you, what did I eat in one sitting? Like that, like fucking
Oh
shocked
my
the shit out of
god. I never understood how you could put away that much food, dude. What was it? Two double quarter pounders and a large fry, and then you finished your mom's food?
What I did is I had a double quarter pounder, a regular quarter pounder, a large fry, and finished half of my mom's hamburger. It was like 3,000 calories in that one sitting.
Good God. And I
I can
understood.
fucking eat, bro.
And
I can't do it now because I'm on a weight loss thing. My stomach is shrunk, and I can't eat like that now because my stomach hurts. Like I can't eat like that anymore.
No, and it's not good to. And I understood why you were able to, being that you hadn't eaten anything that whole fucking day, you psychopath.
I know. I have really
But-
bad eating habits. I think Oni and I can relate to that. Like we both have really bad eating habits, right, Oni?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, yeah. BK and Sabaro. There we go.
Yep. Sabaro is another on post, exclusive on post of their
Mixed
stuff.
spaghetti? What the? Is that fucking real?
Depends on where you
it's
are in the
actually-
countries.
No, well, here's the thing. So it was a temporary thing for a while, but you can still get it in the Philippines.
Of course. Right next to eating chocolate covered crickets. There we go.
I've eaten a scorpion lollipop.
I feel bad for the scorpion.
Law.
It's like,
Well, I mean, it was dead, so.
yeah. It's not strictly on post now, but there is one in the mall next to me. Sabaro.
Yes. There's a Sabaro in every freaking mall in America, if you could find the malls anymore at this point.
Yeah.
They are amazing, yes, and they used to be like the only of their type on posts, but I don't know if that's true anymore. I just thought of another reason why they might be doing this. They're appealing to retro collectors, the guys.
Kidults?
You could call them kidults, but in this case,
A new term I learned today.
I think
yesterday, actually.
I think because if you
Yes, the McDonald's pizza was a thing.
For a while.
it was.
Oh, it was. You guys are making me fucking ill with this shit now. And I have a
You
pretty
need to
iron.
Google what's been on the McDonald's menu. You need to
My
look.
God.
It is
I'm a,
impressive.
I think you
I'm a-
can get it.
Impressive and
honestly, Oni, after that, I'm afraid to see. I know there's a secret menu, but oh, good lord.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
But I was saying that the whole thing with the Game Boy Color, I could think of a big kind of, I wouldn't call it conspiracy, but like some big picture guy might be looking at this and going, because if you think about it, what's highly valuable when it comes to collectors and collectibles? It's the old school fast food toys from like Burger King and McDonald's. This could be a major appeal, major draw to that market.
McRib shirts. Wow.
Oh wow. Your mom.
Whoa.
If you can like kind of like elongate this topic, I'm gonna see if I can find the Hunchback of Notre Dame McDonald's toys in my closet really quick. Hold
I
on.
don't know how much
Go ahead.
longer I could drag this one out.
Well, I have the other topic up, so when we're ready
Yeah.
to talk about it, you can go right into it. I'm gonna see if I can find them.
I think that I'm
Oh,
starting
sorry.
to kind of hatch this little theory here that it's very possible that McDonald's is one trying to maintain their copyright, because we all know after about 30 years, IP goes to the public domain, intellectual property. Extend the topic. Hey, Rogue.
Whoa. Hey.
Two, you're going to appeal to the collectors demographic. You're definitely going to appeal to the retro gaming collectors demographic, which, whether people understand or not, it is a rather expensive and massive market, especially when it comes to the racket of grading authenticity, as Soda knows.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's about the extent of what I can think of this one. You got any input on this one, Soda?
Not really.
Damn it. I keep trying,
I
dude.
mean, we gotta look at. We can go with some of the old like toys that are worth. Actually, they're not even toy. Like if Pokemon comes out, those other fucking stupid thing. We talked about this not too long ago. McDonald's toys. What do you call them? McDonald's or whatever.
I don't have it. I thought it was in a place where I thought it's like buried somewhere, but I do have my Epic Mickey vinyl. Oh, his ear came off.
Sweet, you broke it. Oh fuck! There goes the value.
Epic Mickey, like, yeah.
Now he's dipshit Mickey. Good job.
I mean,
Oh,
Mickey
fuck.
is a dipshit now anyway.
You can go to hell and die.
Poor
Yeah.
Mickey.
Hang on, it's
Wow.
I can't spell.
Still better than all of us on the show.
Grammarly. You were in college, use Grammarly, people.
And use the AI to write your papers.
I want to use AI to write my response.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
If I could find one that was like good enough, I would.
Mickey go.
He already has the one. It's like, that's great, good job. He already has that on AI.
So, I'm sorry,
What an
Ghost,
earful.
but incorrect. Dippin' Dots did not start with McDonald's.
Wrong, dumbass.
Oswald. Anyways,
TSR, The Game Wizards, Chapter 7, Bankruptcy.
so
You fuck now.
that is correct, Chieftain. So roughly about a year and some change ago, I got a little bit of hope in my currently blackened, hopeless heart that there was a savior on the horizon for tabletop gaming that could bring back the golden age of tabletop gaming. And that was what has now been dubbed New TSR.
Cue the sad music.
Little did I know, with a lot of awesome
He's black
investigative.
and hard. He's sad.
Oh, it is far from empty, my dear. It's just firing blanks now.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
No.
This show
we
is so
shouldn't.
fucked right now. Oh God.
Whose fault is that, Rogue?
Oh my
All
god.
of- Yeah, I love Rogue Raven, but sometimes I'm glad she's not on the live.
Watch
Can you
out. She can be. She very easily can be.
She can very easily. I do have the 5 shots, so
Right.
she would actually jump in. It would be funny, but
I with a lot of and I'm going to give some big kudos to Oni because she did a lot of investigative journalism and a lot of digging that and sources that I didn't have talking about new TSR. Unfortunately, the guy that got a hold of the trademark for TSR, the name, which was sold to Wizards of the Coast, then bought. Wizards of the Coast was then bought by Hasbro, and then Hasbro, I don't know, was asleep at the wheel and let the trademark fucking expire like a bunch of idiots. It then went to another guy who published a couple of games, who then also let the trademark lapse, and that's when new TSR came in. The owner came in and snatched up that trademark.
and then Amarath bought it and called it ASMR.
I didn't. Ghost.
Nova's here,
no.
everybody. Nova's here.
Go scan his ass.
No.
Go ahead, hero. I'm sorry. We're off the rails.
But the long story, because it is a very long and dark and devious and corrupt rabbit trail. There's no sugarcoating this one. It is a rabbit trail. This dude that bought the trademark and currently has it, he seemed more interested in fighting a culture war against a juggernaut that there was no fucking way he was going to win against. And he stepped in it horribly and somehow drug Ernie Gygax along for the ride. And
What the fuck?
Ernie Gygax, he is a wholesome fellow. He's a nice guy. He doesn't have a racist or bigoted bone in his body, but he got wrapped up in this culture war bullshit. Well, new TSR went and filed a lawsuit against Wizards of the Coast for putting a bunch of fucking sensitivity warnings and trigger warnings on old D&D books and stuff, things that are current year being lauded as racist and bigoted and shit that happened in history, which, look, shit that happened in the past, it was a product of its time. Some of it definitely could be taken probably a bad way, but in the reality is it is fantasy. It is a fantasy world. Things happen in history. A lot of things that happened in real history inspired entertainment and things of fantasy. And these trigger warnings were out there, and the lawsuit, while I think had credibility, was never going to be won, because some battles you just can't win against people that have the infinite money cheat. And in this case, they filed this lawsuit against them, saying that the people that currently work for them, which were some of the authors and creators that created the content that Wizards was fucking putting trigger warnings on, were losing jobs and business because of said trigger warnings. Again, I think that it had credibility, but there was no way in hell they were going to win. And when you poke the bear, the sleeping giant that was going to let you slide, you're gonna get mauled. And Hasbro turned around and fucking mauled the shit out of TSR because they were using trademarks and based on copyright law, those trademarks were still owned by Wizards of the Coast, even though they hadn't used them on anything new. They were still an existing property that Wizards of the Coast still sold. Therefore, they had rights to that stuff. That's a really long explanation, but I promise you it's a lot shorter than what actually is going on. The update to that topic is that new TSR is filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and this entire lawsuit debacle is now going to be a non-issue because Chapter 7 is an immediate stop work order and liquidation of all assets.
Oh.
New TSR is dead. There's nothing left for a countersuit. And let me tell you,
There's no
wouldn't have-
there is what you're saying.
Yeah. The bear bit back and there's no food for the bear to bite. Just saying.
Right.
Anybody want commentary on this one? There was a lot of business marketing related shit in that.
I'm reading messages from Carol Brown.
Oh, hey.
Rip Reverse represents. No, she's not in here. She's like I was gonna ask Eric something, but naturally he just went to his office and closed the door, so I can't ask him if he got the t-shirt yet. he said he's probably like recording like a live or something, but I don't
knows at this point.
Yeah, it's a topic that's going to be coming up later, but can I just say in like I don't care that it's not really a topic I'm really engulfed about, but I know it's important to you guys. But it doesn't affect me in the least. But it is a sad story when an entity like gets passed around like a prostitute as far as the copyright's concerned, and they just destroy a brand that was good in the past. That's upsetting to me. Soda, Oni.
Mm-hmm.
Soda can go first. He doesn't talk as often.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, this whole thing is more back to, I guess, my childhood, because we would always go in and look for D&D books at, I believe it was Walden.
Hell yeah.
Walden books.
Wow,
So,
Walden
I mean,
books.
I'm not as big on D&D now, but those
Yeah.
were the coolest books to read back in the day, like, because everything
Mhm.
it wasn't no internet. There was, that's all you had. So, I mean, I know TSR as a brand. I mean, like I said, it's like Chief said, it's like, why shit happen? People are stupid. So, but
Yeah.
as for D&D now, I mean, I would play it. I'm not saying I'm not, but I like watching, the guys that do the stream, the D&D streams, they're always fucking good.
Critical Role.
Yeah, Critical Role. They're fucking awesome. So
Apparently, Matt Mercer is leading that group and creating their own TTRPG.
yeah. I mean, I remember watching them when they literally had like maybe not even 50 viewers. Now they have like 50,000. So it's nice that it grew, but they do other stuff. Star Wars,
Hell yeah, Rogue.
They do gaming. They do all kinds of shit on that channel now. But it's nice to see somebody small grow. So hopefully,
Speaking of small things that grow. Sorry, Soda, it's not talking about your penis, but we're talking about Rogue Raven and her 3D printing company. So if you want stuff that's 3D printed, just message her at Rogue Raven. You could just whisper her, or you can go to our Discord to contact her there, or her own Discord as well.
Resin, not 3D printing.
Resin, sorry. My bad. I'm trying to give
if
you.
She could 3D print with resin, that would be fucking awesome.
you can 3D print with resin.
Oh well, there you go.
It's liquid form. It actually prints with UV light. It's just more expensive way of doing it. It's very expensive.
Mariner, that's funny.
Just be aware of the bots and Rogue Ravens. If the 3D printer ED them, they would be done by now.
I think she meant 3D printed.
Oh, 3D printed. Sorry, it's just okay. Thank you. Grammarly is your friend.
I do love looking at dice too, though, because I have access to basically all them at wholesale, so they come out with some pretty fucking.
I saw some really cool dice. I was gonna get Oni, and they're like, I don't know if they had liquid inside of them, but it was fucking cool. I don't know. It was like
It was an
I'm
eyeball.
sorry.
It was one I saw the other day. I had like an eyeball in them. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, they were like shined up with with the gold, the numbers like painted in gold. It was like really good. Really, really like as just like a creative thing. I thought it was a really cool thing. So
Yeah, I find dice fascinating. I don't know why. But I don't
Yeah.
ever buy them because I probably have like fucking dice everywhere.
can I get a 3D printed model of Rogue Raven herself? Just kidding.
Whoa.
Wow. See, Rogue Raven has got fans too. Make sure you check her out. Are you streaming tomorrow morning, Raven?
Morning.
Beware of the bot. It seeps and creeps, slides and glides across the floor. I know she does. I know she does Saturday streams. So
She does.
I think she does them. Oh no, you don't. He says, but it's like a little bit of delay. No, I will tomorrow night. Okay, she's gonna. What time? Give yourself a plug. Are you going to the park tomorrow morning? Okay. Get your point? But yeah, check her out tomorrow night. The alerts will show up in our Discord as well as hers when she does go live. She is fucking hilarious.
Yes, she is.
And I had kids saying, "Do you do voices?" I go, "I don't, but my friend, she does better voices than I do." 7 to 9 p.m. There you go. Free shout out to Rogue Raven 89, 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, and I'm assuming it's Apex. And make sure you check her out then. There you go. There's a shout out. Thank you. Shout out like the bot tricks. That's gonna be our alerts for kick. That's our kick alert as well. That was gonna show up twice. It's the same command.
Hey, hold up. Oni didn't get her say yet.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. My fucking attention span's that of a child. Go ahead, Oni.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, we already said that Wizards of the Coast has way more money than new TSR does. The fact that new TSR also has some guy who's apparently a politician in North Carolina from one of the metropolitan areas, you know, so
Okay.
it's kind of inevitable. So we even said you're fucking with someone with way more money than you will ever have. So I guess they're figuring it out finally. It only took them filing for bankruptcy to do it. So
I don't know.
they will no longer be able to sully the name of TSR or Dungeons and Dragons or any of the other games
And
TSR
Dragonlance.
ever published. Yep.
Because they brought, oh my god, I was so disappointed when I found out where this shit was going, because they were getting the band back together, dude. They had authors, creators, artists, like all people that had worked on the original TSR team.
But then they chose some really bad moves. Like you can't even.
They chose
You
violence.
couldn't even, or well, not just that, but you couldn't even try to help them with some of it because just the way they worded it, it's like, yo, there's no way you can say that. You couldn't even say, hey, look, it's a made up world. Things are different. It's like, dude, you straight up said certain races can't be certain classes because they're not smart enough, and it's only because of because their skin color. Like, yo, what? Are you serious? So, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you are new to the stream, we are lagging out live. I see we have 14 viewers. That's more than people that we know. So to my right is the very lovely and very knowledgeable Blacklight Oni. Below Blacklight
Hi.
Oni, in the poor lighting with bad ray tracing, is Soda Pop.
Whoa.
And I can't stand that lighting. Please put a fill on there. And to the left
Oh god.
is our local IT guy, Hero the IT guy, who comes up with the topics with Oni on Thursday nights. And if you're new, please give us a follow. We're 4 away from 600. That is 4 away from 600 followers. Our goal is to get to 1,000. Let's see if we can do it. So welcome to Lagging Out Live.
I like that lighting better, Soda.
Oh,
I thought it
thank
was
you.
awesome that your lighting in shadowing was like really awesome,
It was
but
for Diablo. Come on.
Oh, it's for Diablo.
Did
You
see
can
the
change it
background?
back. I'm just giving you shit. So
We'll go patriotic since it should
right.
be that month, not Pride Month. But anyway,
this is why I love you, Soda.
well, vets get 1 day, Pride a month. Why? They make no sense. But
I think there's like 2 Hispanic Heritage Months too. Like I don't understand that.
There's actually an Italian American month. I didn't even know that till last year.
I'll fight you, hero.
Wow.
Mm,
Pay per
Badger.
view.
I guess I'll be caught in the middle between Soda and Badger.
I don't know.
I
That's
think
not a
your
bad
wife might have
sandwich.
issues with that.
Yeah.
There's
Or
a
take
month
pictures.
for there's a month for everything, but not our bets. Like why? I guess
Because
they're,
being a-
they're I was gonna say you guys probably don't really need that much recognition because you're more, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not that petty. Don't say that.
Because being a Marine is the greatest gift you could have, and that lasts a lifetime.
I know. It's
Also,
just,
such
Mr. one of
away your
those-
lifetime.
just sad to me.
So,
I'm just talking about military service as a whole. Fucking ages you. Every year is like 10 years.
Kind of like Walmart. You work at Walmart. Or teach these kids nowadays.
I was thinking it as you said it.
Don't you have like isn't it like a prerequisite of working at Walmart to have one foot in the grave?
I mean,
I'll ask my aunt.
my whole family.
She's a
worked there
supervisor.
for 25 plus years. So yeah, Derek had to walk with a cane for God, probably 10 years. My sisters had both hip replaced. My brother's an alcoholic, all from Walmart.
So Tyrann Death redeemed the cowboy hat, the tan cowboy hat.
Chieftain's getting it.
He's getting his milkshake.
There
I
we
feel
go.
like a cross between Princess Leia with the helmet and the cow, like blazing saddles with the hat. No. All right, there you go. Tyrann Death. I don't think he's allowed to redeem anything until he gets his computer fixed for his stream. I think you're
Okay.
cut off, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Well, again, I don't think it was his computer. I thought it was his internet.
Oh, it might be.
Or it was
I-
Twitch itself, because Twitch is retarded.
For Streamlabs.
I panicked for a second. I thought my fans were running loud, but it's just the way my headset's set up.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyways,
My fan. Okay. A cool story with one of our friends. I think he remembers us. Let's hope he does. Not get. We don't get too big for our bridges either. But this is a great. I'm happy about this.
yo. So
Rippaverse going huge, man.
last I checked, I'm gonna check this live for you guys, but last I checked, he was already at $1.35 million.
Wow.
Wow.
And just a little bit of context. This is the second book from Rippaverse.
Yes.
And it's Isam, his superhero character, that is coming out with a second book. And I don't know when it's coming out, but there's a lot of different like stretch goals.
Fulfillment
here as
starts
well.
on the 31st of July.
Oh, okay. 31st of July. His name is Eric July, so it's it all ties in.
All right.
You know.
Current update. His cover A is at 7,955 sold. His cover B is at 8,515 sold. And his cover C is at 2,976 sold. Total
him.
sales currently is $1,380,558.
Nice.
Not bad for an indie guy. I'm just saying. Congratulations, Eric, and
Hell
the whole
yeah.
team there at Rippaverse. Good. I'm glad. I hope you having like another 10 million fucking pre-sales. Oh my god. I'm only working 60 hours one week and I can't articulate an intelligent sentence or be completely tangible with my language.
Get this.
Wow.
Get this. The campaign goal was originally $350,000. He fucking blew that out of the water within seconds of starting the campaign.
Good for him.
It was so bad, and I don't see. Oh, Badger. I included a link for the reason. I don't see it, but it was so bad, so much traffic came to the site that it crashed his website.
Yeah.
And
Good lord.
I'm going to share this link because it was supposed to be included in the
Whoa, dude.
slides.
Well,
It was
dude.
so funny to me, and he was laughing at it. One of his artists actually made this comment, this comic strip to kind of poke fun at how the art staff is always happy-go-lucky, but the IT staff's always pulling their hair out because problems.
Right.
So I'm gonna share this with
In
you,
the Zoom
Chieftain.
chat.
Yep, in the Zoom chat. He like the very day that they fixed the website issues, he dropped this on his community post on his YouTube channel to poke fun at how shit always goes sideways when it comes to the website when they launch. Because whenever they do a new launch, it always happens. It never fails. The site crashes.
Is that him right here?
I believe so. Hold on, let me.
Or he could be right here. There's a cutoff shirt here.
He's the guy. He's on the far right. He's not the guy with the fire extinguisher.
He's like this. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's funny. CGI warehouse. That's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
It's so funny.
Oh my
Chaos
god.
coordinator, Carol Brown. This is fine.
Carol Brown has short hair though. Where is she? She's not in this photo.
Aren't you talking about Kara Black?
Yeah, Carol Black. Yeah, their community manager.
And so if anybody remembers the limited run game story where the community manager got terminated for
Oh yeah,
being excited that Hogwarts Legacy was coming out.
yeah.
The community manager for Eric July's Rippaverse is that same woman. He went out and hired her.
Yeah, I talk to her weekly. She's really nice. I love her to death. She's so cool. And she's so, if you just follow her, she oozes positivity. Like, everyone have a great day. Remember, it's Monday. It sucks, but try to make it the best Monday ever. And like, you see her, it's like, I call her their version of our Oni, because she's kind of like a badass, but and she keeps everybody in line, and she's good for the community. So she's like kind of like there's a lot of like positive not reciprocation, but personality traits in both Oni and her. Like, they're both like great for their respected communities. So like, I get along with her really well, and like, she responds very quickly. Like, Oni responds quickly. Like, it's DEFCON 3 all the time. Like, Oni responds so quickly. It doesn't matter if like she's busy doing something, she responds. So is Cara Black. I don't know which is her real name and which is her call name, so I kind of switched them up and messed them up in my head. But they're both good. Now, you actually keep everything in order here. Like, people were asking like, who wrote the May the 4th thing at work? I'm like, Oni wrote this herself, and then I did all the graphics, and then we did all the editing together and came up with all the stuff. So, but yeah, I'll give you guys credit for a lot of stuff. But yeah, he has a really good team over there, and there's not a bad person on that staff. So I hope they just give DC and Marvel a run for their money.
It needs to happen.
Yeah, and also I'll shout this out to Eric. You want the movie done? I know writers and film people and directors, so give me a call. You have my number. We'll do it at a reasonable cost. And maybe an executive producer credit at the end. That'd be great.
Right.
Good Lord, Mariner.
Picture Danny Trejo but without the beard, and change out the machete for a flamethrower, and you got Oni. Basically, is what he's saying, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. I think I think Machete and Oni would actually team up for a sequel. That would be a great movie.
There you go.
I do have a machete. Of course you do. Stupid us for not even assuming
Right.
that. But yeah, you sound pretty good. Like the hairline. Perfectly groomed beard. I approve. Not a fan of the color scheme, but I'm a fan of the grooming. Good looking dude. I'd have a beer with him. Anyway.
Machete in one hand, flamethrower in the other.
Wow. That's like kind of the we'll have Prophet do a video game, and that would be one of the avatars. You know, it's like she starts off with the machete, but then you have to, like, there's a certain unlock at the end to get the flamethrower, and then there's like an attachment to the flamethrower. It makes a bigger flame, but it's blue and it just wipes everybody out. So, and then she's showing, like, a lot of us saying like X to doubt or F in the chat, bitch, and like she just like kills zombies and shit. You don't like D&D? You're dead, motherfucker. What do you mean machete? I think you mean flamethrower bayonet. Funny.
Good lord.
Good lord.
Anybody have anything to comment on
Good
that?
lord.
I definitely don't want to hog the spotlight on that one.
Oni? Soda?
Well, we love Eric, so you want to come
Yeah.
back? We
Yeah.
want. Well, you send me some autograph shit.
I think we asked for way too much shit when he was here.
Well, I
If
mean,
you need help, let us know. Like, we were just offering help, but
I mean, he's in Texas. I'm in Texas, but we opened our store. Maybe I can get him down here too. You know, do a
to sign some
signing.
stuff. Yeah.
Be a good
Yeah,
opening.
he's how far is he away from you? 2 hours?
By about 3.5, 4, depending on traffic.
Yeah, it's like those are two big cities too, but like it's not so much the distance, it's the traffic in the cities.
Right. Yeah. He could go around to get to me though. Like, I would not tell him to go straight. Look, we have like, I think 3 beltways now that go all the way around Houston.
Oh, you have 3 rings?
Yeah,
Oh
we have
my
like
god.
610, Beltway 8, do a 99. It just keeps getting bigger. And pretty soon
Oh
it'll
my
probably go
God.
all the way to Austin, you know.
Oh god.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Everybody was happy when they did, Beltway 8 that looped 610. And then now they're doing 99, which loops Beltway 8. It's fucking crazy. But they're making money on, every time you drive through one of their fucking things. So.
Oh, they have tolls?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So you have to pay for it twice. Or
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Some of them are like stupid, 44 cents. 2 miles later, 44 more cents. Like,
that's so dumb.
Yeah.
You have like a thing like SunPass there?
Yeah, we have Easy Tag is what they call it.
Yeah. I think they're all linked now.
They just kind of clicks your thing when you go through.
Yeah, they charge you more for full electric vehicles, right? It's like $4.44.
Oh, I have no clue on that.
It's like, okay, you're dumb. You have an electric car. Like, we're charging you more.
That's Kiro. He's the only
It's
dumb one.
Texas. They're gonna hate technology there.
I ain't got
They
anything for
barely
that
got
one.
indoor plumbing there, so.
Well, I mean, they are supposed to build. If they build the bullet train from Houston to Dallas, shit, that would be awesome.
That's a topic for another time.
Right.
But we have
Soda 6-pack.
What?
We have a soda 6-pack. No?
I didn't think
we
so.
don't.
Yeah, we do.
We don't.
Thought we were doing Onis. What's the topic? I'll tell you.
You know, we got to do a better job with going over the slides and like saying, "Hey, you have a topic this week, guys."
I'll take the burn on this one because I was supposed to double check the slides before the show hit and I completely forgot to.
Yeah, because I couldn't do it today. I can do it next week. I just crashed and fell asleep like for 30 minutes because I was.
Yeah, I even said Oni has her thing. Didn't I do this last week?
Did you do story launch trailer last week?
No, but I didn't know I was doing it.
Mhm.
I mean, I talked how amazing the story was last week. So,
Okay. We
but
talked about Lilith. I remember we talked about Lilith's boobs.
they are hot. Yes.
Yes. That's the extent I remember from Diablo 4.
If you went over every little story, there's so many side stories that make it cool. But the
Oh, yeah.
main Diablo always has perfect poops.
Nova's
Yeah.
like perfect boobs, brother.
For a demon, yes. But, well, I
Yeah.
mean, Mazikeen, if you've watched Lucifer, he's pretty hot too. But...
I don't watch shows that are titled after
Yeah,
the
but
I don't do games like this. I just
this has nothing. Like I said, Diablo is not named after the devil.
I know.
Then, yeah,
Maybe I'm more like I'm not like
don't be stupid.
I don't like the Lucifer show. Like I don't like the whole premise of like.
But they actually Lucifer is, he's like, I get a bad rap because I was forced to punish people for your sins. I don't make you create sins, but I have to punish you for it. So that's how they portray Lucifer and Lucifer.
This is a dumb way to portray. Anyway.
I think it's one of the best shows. I watched it a couple times.
Yeah, it just. Is it okay for like I'm talking to Nova directly? Is it okay that it makes me uncomfortable? I'm allowed to have that reaction. I'm a human fucking being.
I'll definitely.
I mean, you can watch it. I don't have any problem it existing. I just don't want to watch it. That's all.
I have absolutely no problem with you taking that opinion, saying that you don't want to watch it. It makes you feel uncomfortable. It kind of you feel some type of way in your moral belief system. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have problems with other people watching it. I just don't personally want to watch it.
Same way with you not getting a tattoo. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Your prerogative.
Yeah. He says, no, it's really because it's a fictional Lucifer based off the DC comic Lucifer. Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah. I mentioned before that.
Yeah, I think you did.
I mentioned before that he
Actually,
has his own comic arc that spins off of Sandman.
Him and Constantine are buddy in a different Earth. So
yep,
pretty funny because Constantine.
See,
actually
Tiernan
goes
does just co-sign me there.
Yeah, there you go.
Sandman's good too. But yeah, Diablo. I mean, they cleaned the servers up a little bit. Stories. I couldn't even touch the story. Fuck. It'd take like forever. So, and then it'll spoil a lot of. Just one word would spoil the fucking thing. So.
Very good. We're getting really good about not spoiling stuff.
Yeah. This is one of the
we
cool
saw this
scenes,
last
though.
week. I love the subsurface scattering. I think we saw this last week.
There's actually some side quests where you actually go and see how they did this, where they, brought her back.
Oh.
And a lot of these people get brainwashed. That's why you see them, smile.
Smiling.
Right there.
Yeah.
And they basically turn a whole town into like her cronies, I guess. Best way to put it.
I love the shadow there. That looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing with Diablo, games period, their cutscenes have always been fucking amazing.
I feel like that's just been a Blizzard thing.
Yeah, true. I mean, I don't know why they don't do movies.
It's movie quality.
Yeah. Yeah, that part right there in the game is just fucking amazing.
Very gruesome.
All them fucking, yeah, they just
even as far back as the original Warcraft and Starcraft, those were like at the time those were phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. But now like you look back at them and it's like, ooh, that did not age well.
This is all that's one big cutscene in the game, and then they go to Lilith and her. Can't really spoil the angel part, but Diablo is Spanish for devil. Well, we all know that, but the game Diablo is named after Mount Diablo, not the mountain.
Yeah. Not the entity.
The original guy that made the first two kind of little, I don't know his name, I'll have to look it up, but
I can't
when
remember his
when
name
they
right
didn't
now.
hire him for number 3, he's the one who went off and did the Diablo type game with all the Marvel characters, and it was fucking
Oh.
awesome. And then I guess when Disney bought Marvel, they wanted to jack his price up, and he couldn't afford to, so he had to close the game and the company, which sucked. But I don't know why they didn't hire him back again. Like the guy that did 3 got fired, pretty quickly. He did a lot of shit just to spite the other guy. So, and of course, me and Noah were in an argument at one of the things in here that I can't say either because it was.
I only mention one thing that I know about Diablo, and I say necromancer in every sentence, and it makes it look like I
Right.
know what I'm talking about.
But if you don't want to play the game, just go on. There's plenty of people put the story together on YouTube, and
I did that with Warcraft, the Frozen Throne, like the original one.
I
Like you
want.
did, or the game that used the Mortal Kombat,
Let's see. Diablo.
the Mortal Kombat engine, but it was with DC characters.
Let's see if somebody put the full story together.
And remember what I'm talking about when the DC characters
Wow.
fought each other, kind of like Mortal Kombat?
Oh, DC versus Capcom or whatever.
No, it was it's like Heroes or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah,
somebody-
Injustice.
Injustice, thank you.
Here you go. Somebody put all the cutscenes together. 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Night. Wow. that's a
Yeah,
long-
that's like watching a full length 2. That. But yeah, if you don't want to fucking play it, definitely go watch it. It's fucking cool shit. So a bunch of kind of side stories, 2 stories come together. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
Awesome.
fuck Immortal.
It's funny
Fact-
how you flipped your tune so quick after
Somebody
you
said
played
in
it.
chat, but yeah. Well, sadly, if you guys remember Skinhook, he's the one who came in and threw a bunch of money that one day.
Yeah.
He messaged me last night. I'm done with D4. And I'm like, why, dude? Like, just came out. Apparently, he'd been playing Immortal with a bunch of high spenders, and they came over and made him feel real like insignificant, I guess. I'm like, dude, who the fuck are you playing with? Like,
What do you mean? Made him feel insignificant?
well, because they knew everything, and he didn't have the time. He had a wife and all that fun shit. So,
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
and I'm guessing they're big spenders from Immortal. The way I was kidding, and I'm like, dude, why are you playing with them dickheads?
Like they're like paying for like pay to play stuff? Is that
Yeah,
what
pay
you
to
mean?
win.
And
Got
Immortal,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
There's no pay to win, and in fact, we talked about the cosmetics actually aren't worth paying for right now. They're like,
Ha.
Yeah.
all me and Nova we want wings. We are big like wing collectors from Diablo 3, and we have no wings. Like, what the fuck? No pets. We collected the pets. No pets.
Stickers like FU LOL.
Many people put so much cussing. I mean, they're well spread out. It's not like, other than right when you get to the end and like that part, there's a long cutscene at the end, but probably 30 minutes. It
Wow.
What?
broke up through the whole end of the game. Well, not like you do one thing, you beat a boss, and play the cutscene, and but that one right there is amazing.
Talk about spending money. I always think about, because I always pass these billboards when I'm driving. It's like 320 million. It's like, if I had that, I'd have a lagging out billboard, and I just put Oni's face on the billboard, and it's like, "What, you will watch us," or something like crazy like that on a giant
Yeah.
billboard. Just like her deadpan face, not even smiling, just like staring into your soul as it's like burning on the edges with her stare.
Yeah, the
Like,
gameplay
But yeah.
Oh, God.
chaos
Ticker,
is-
why?
is have you ever played a Diablo
What?
game? It's the same. They didn't change anything basically. It's very simple.
Enough to make the money back, right?
The servers were shit. They kind of cleared those up.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Because you were complaining about that for like days.
Oh, it was horrible. Now it's
Servers don't work.
It was
I
like
don't get paid
Every
enough.
fucking Blizzard release, every new patch, new update that's major, new DLC slash
yeah.
freaking expansion. Blizzard has never fucking learn. It
And
has been
we-
like this for 25 years.
And we
Or
have the
however
server
long they've been
slam.
around.
Well, it seems to be each little zone you go into is on its own server. So if you cross into a zone that's, over occupied, you fucking, I mean, I've literally lagged through fucking mountains. And most games have detection, so you can't teleport across the map, because it'll boot you. And I think they turned that off. That's why it's not kicking people.
But seriously, the fucking Blizzard has never learned to prepare for their new releases because they were so popular. They have so much population on the servers. It's like, okay,
well,
Chief, when a new COD releases or a new map releases or a new major overhaul update releases for Call of Duty,
Diablo
are
hit,
servers that horrible where you just lag across? It's like a stop motion movie rather than playing a video game.
Good question. It used to be really bad.
Yes.
But I don't play it as often as I play like once a week now, to be honest, Zero. And when I do, yeah, you hear the laughing. That's where I hear in my ear for about 4 hours when I stream. Fucking suck. 2 and 70. But I don't pay for the new mask because I'm fucking cheap. I paid $100 for the game. I don't even know what I paid for.
They actually hit Diablo 4 hit $666 million in 5 days. What's the odds of that?
They do that on purpose.
I know, but that's funny. So,
but like when back in the day when you had shit problems with connections and too much load on the servers, it's just Blizzard has never fucking learned. I don't know.
And they even did. Me and Nova both did the server slam. That's where everybody was supposed to get on, slam the servers, and they were bad. They cleaned it up, but when they launched, it was bad, horrible.
They sit in corners and get 5 million views.
It's just
why you get so mad?
Like how hard is it? Like you can generally get like a market temperature or estimate. Okay, we're estimating that we're going to have this many people trying to log in to play this new expansion or this brand new fucking game. And do you just like look at your servers and go, oh, it's fine. And then day 0 hits and there's smoke coming out of your power supply unit
right?
On your servers. It'll be fine.
Well, I mean, I said this, they crashed their servers for what, 3 hours, 4 hours last week sometimes. Probably chaos. I don't know. You have to ask Nova on that one.
Wasn't Overwatch 2 unable to be played for like 3 days? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was a big deal. Hey, Oni, you've been kind of quiet for a little bit. What's
you
up?
Okay?
Oh, she's sleeping.
She's not like Badger.
She pulled a Badger.
I'm still here. It's been quite a week. Also, just the imagining of just Diablo 4, like, holy shit.
Yeah. I don't know if Oni heard this yet, but I mentioned the other day, it had to have been like about 4 days ago now. My wife texted me in all caps saying, Diablo 4 is out. We need to play together. I was like, oh,
awesome.
God. Because when
It came out like
she wears the pants in that family, definitely.
I was just like, oh my God. Yes, I know. I've known for like a week plus now.
You watched the show.
And she's like, oh, well, it's
Why
been
are
out
you
for
still
a few
here?
days. And I'm like, yeah, it's been out for a few days. I know. And she's like, I just didn't want to bother you because you've been playing Zelda. I'm like, I know. What, you want to play Diablo 4 now? Absolutely, yes. Well,
Yeah, people say it runs good on the consoles too. So
I'm like, well, okay. You got a computer now. Well, we're gonna have to get 2 copies. And,
you can play on PlayStation, Xbox.
Well, she's got a brand.
Himmy's like, let me boot up my
computer.
PlayStation 5. I'm like, you're fucking playing Diablo on a console. You should be fucking shot. Like, because That's just Diablo
Wow.
players. We don't play on a console. Yeah.
PC Master Race over here.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
What's up, Gazoo?
Gazoo, what's up?
It's not only Gazoo, it's the Great Gazoo, right?
Yep.
There is Gazoo, and then there is Great Gazoo.
Great.
He's great. He's my favorite color to color my face, orange, on my
Jesus.
chat. He's got orange. He's called Great Gazoo 2, because apparently there was a 1, but he filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy. But he's okay.
The only thing Diablo 4 is much more grindier than Diablo 3. They made more like Diablo 2. So
Ooh.
Speaking of grinding, ugh.
So the streamer with me and Nova are friends with, I used to play with him back in the day. He's been playing 18 to 20 hours a day since release. So
What?
he looks
What are you
like
sleeping for?
he looks
When
like he's
does he
about to
shit?
die. I'm looking at him right now. He looks like he's just fucking gonna die. Like what the fuck? Like,
How do you do that and like pay your bills?
I mean, he makes a lot of money streaming, of course, but
Oh, he makes the money streaming.
yeah, he's
Okay.
got about 5,000 views right now. So.
Oh, okay.
But he has a wife. He has 2 kids. It's like, how in the fuck? You know?
He's got a wife, takes care of the 2 kids, so he can play video games and make money.
I mean,
so he
he's-
can have the wife and have the 2 kids.
He's literally playing, and in between dungeons, he's taking a few bites of his food. It's like,
Oh my god.
his hair's all fucking going different. I'm like, dude. And he had like a hero beard. He shaved that off for some reason. before.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
You can make the money streaming and you just put a shit bucket under your gaming chair. Yeah, that'll work.
That looks like what he's doing. It's
Yeah.
like,
You know who does it really hard in grinds, and Nova's not gonna like the person I'm gonna well, maybe he would, but Whittle Bears, she does 7 days a week. She has I think last month 7,000 subs just on Kick. Just on Kick. And if you figure
Jeez.
$2.99 a sub, do the math. A lot of money. But she's there. She's like, I treat it like a job. I promote. I
'cause she was
stream. I
bitching
do
'cause
all
she
that
had to
stuff.
work one day a week.
Yeah, she used to because she had to wash dishes one day a week. But yeah. So I'm like,
Yes, that's
Her-
true, Chaos.
her feed. I think her feed popped up as we were talking. She's going to the Blink 182 concert, and you should see the dress that she's wearing. Oh my
damn.
god. Oh my god.
So Gazoo noticed I was missing.
Good to see you back, Hero. Yeah. Because we got done an hour early last week. That's why he's like, wait, why did it go so quick? Oh, we had 1 less person. So usually when we have 3 people, it goes faster. It doesn't matter who. It's just like less people talk. So it just flies through to like, there's somebody missing. Who was missing? Oh, it was Hero.
Yeah.
He was doing family stuff. He wasn't
Very
killing
true.
pigs or anything, but he's doing family stuff. But yeah, he is back.
And I am Hero's chair, or I'm Hero's chair. I'm all muscled because he's sitting on me. But I'm here. I'm in the back.
Quiet down, you.
I'm
Might just
Hero's
have to
chair.
Break wind or something.
No, don't do that. It smells like rotted beef.
Medication makes it worse.
Oh, those medicated farts makes it smell like a nursing home in here.
Whoa.
It's really bad.
Oh God.
Hero's chair's gonna have its own show.
Sounds like Chieftain chair after an editing session.
Editing. When's the last time I edited? I don't edit on my chair. I edit on my bed. I edit on my MacBook Pro.
How does that go for your back? Is it?
It's better. I just lay down and it's just like I'm good. I actually do tutoring sessions and I just have a fake background, and it's actually my headboard. Like I'm sitting up on my headboard, but it looks like another backdrop. So I'm actually in bed, like in shorts, like TG. I make more money in my bed than some prostitutes do.
Oh God, that went south.
I mean, he just wanted to lay it out there.
Oh my God.
There's a combo clip right there. I'm gonna have to patch together later.
Without restrictions.
Yeah. So like it's just a headshot and me showing them stuff. So, but all the shorts are done just like really on a chair, not even at my desk because I hate sitting at my desk. I only do it for the show and for 3D classes. So
Chaos, what did I hear?
Hell, you heard hell. Welcome to hell.
Get shit on! Get shit on! Get shit on! Your
Chief, was that you as a kid?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up!
What the fuck?
no, because that would be internet based stuff. There was no internet when I was a kid. You know what the remote control was? Joseph, what? Go change the channel.
Right?
Yep,
That was
I
the
remember that.
That was the remote control in our house. When will we get a plushie of you and your chair? Asked
Wow.
Ghost.
When
Things
you
you could do with that.
crowdfund it for me.
Right?
Was the replay argument between Braided Bandit and Chief? That's funny. Now that's funny. That's how it would probably go. Me and her, or Whittle Bears and me, because we all have big mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got two big mouth Italians yelling at each other. You're not a real Italian. You're not a real Italian.
Guess the plushie won't happen then. There.
I'm from New York.
Sorry.
Fucking fight me.
But yeah. Anyway, moving on. I think that was our last topic. Thank you to our boosters, Actinova,
Storm, Wolf Song, The Mariner, Hypernova, Tyrann Death, and Soda Pop the Hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Wow.
So nitros. But yeah, I think Ghost is saying like, oh, you should do a crowdfund for a billboard. I'm like, we can't get a crowdfund for a fucking t-shirt. You want us to get a crowdfund for a billboard? There's no way. I'd rather do a crowdfund for the studio. Like, here's like the first 20,000, so we can buy like a half of a graphics card.
Right.
Yeah. So, what are you reading, Hero?
I just got an email. Apparently, one of the services for Google is shutting down. Oh.
Well. Don't forget to check us out here. This logo is also on Nova's ass.
Yep, let's go
So
scan it.
just scan that. Don't forget to check us out on Kick, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, Facebook, Pony Express, and Actinova's ass. Soda Pop the Hemorrhoid. But Chief, you're still here. Ah, Tyrann Death. That's a 10-second ban.
It pops about every 2-3
I'd give you a
years.
10-second. I'd give him a 10-second ban, but I'm afraid his computer might crash. Oh, we forgot to do this. It's the
Weight Loss Challenge.
it's a team effort, not really a challenge, right?
Right.
It's hashtag team. We want our ultimate goal is to have less of us to love. So this is our starting weight here, 219 and 228. My goal is 203. Heroes is 195. That's a very bold goal, but I know he can do it. So last week our weights were 214.8, 215, just roughly rounded up, 215, and Heroes was 218. So
Dum, dum.
as of today, I've dropped almost 2 pounds. I'm at 213. And Hero had a little bit of a setback. I just said he's retaining water. I think he's still 218, but it has 220. But I say it doesn't count. I say he's still 218 because he probably ate some salt, and that's why he's probably.
Well,
Actually, if you fluctuate 2 to 3 pounds, they say it is water weight.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean, he
been.
lost a pound or 2 of hair, and he lost his balls, so that should cut 2 to 3 out, right?
Balls are still there, dude.
Oh damn! I want pictures.
I want a clip. So when I weighed myself yesterday, I'm like, I think I'm heavier.
Mhm.
And I weighed myself. I'm like, holy shit. Like, first of all, it said 1 person at a time, please. And it was an error message. I was like, what the fuck is that? So I did it again. And then it's like 213. I'm like, that's not right. I couldn't have lost 2 pounds in a week. There's no way.
Wow.
So then I did it again. It said 213 even again. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll take it. Maybe it's like running back and forth and getting up in the morning and running around and chasing kids and throwing them through walls and stuff that actually maybe lose the 2 pounds. Because this is what I would do. I'd drive an hour to Orlando.
Oh God.
Do 5 hours there, drive an hour back, go to the gym for 45 minutes to an hour, go home, eat. Thank you so much, Kazoo. Appreciate you. And then I would literally fucking pass out at like 10 o'clock. I did that Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So, and I ran one day. I ran hills 3 days. I ran hills for one of those days on a Tuesday for 3 miles.
Damn.
So I was fucking, I went home. I looked at food. I'm like, that fucking looks gross. I'm done. So I'm like, I would go to bed, and Nova can appreciate this because he always makes fun of me. He says I eat chips at night too much. I didn't eat any chips or anything. I was just too tired. I didn't want to eat, and I fell asleep. So
Wow.
I mean,
So no, I'm not discouraged. I assure
you shouldn't be.
guys.
You're doing awesome, dude.
I'm doing all right.
You're
It's a
down
matter
8
of-
pounds. That's good.
Well, if you want to look at the real starting point, after I got out of the army, I was actually close to 270. So
Oh, okay.
you know, it's been a long trip. Plus, you know, when I decided, all right, I'm gonna actually actively start trying to cut weight, I'd already come down a bunch, obviously, because you know we're calling my starting mark 228 when we actually started this.
Yeah. Well, mine was
tracking it.
223 at the thing, but then when I weighed myself when we started, it was 219.
Yeah.
So I was already, yeah.
So you know, I'm not discouraged. I assure you, I'm doing all right.
Yeah. I think you're doing good.
What I'm looking at is that I've probably hit one of those, you know, legendary, you know, well-known plateaus.
Yeah, I
So-
fucking hate those. They should die of AIDS and go away.
Whoa.
I hate those plateaus.
Yeah.
Those plateaus, they should
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
I hate them.
I've probably hit a plateau, and I need to change something up in my routine, which I know what that is. It's going to be like actively setting a schedule for exercise rather than just doing something here and there occasionally.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Tyrion does what Tyrion does.
It's true too, but it's honestly, it's not actually affected much because during that same time, when I was just sitting on my ass for a few days because it hurt to even think about moving,
Yeah.
I still
had
was
those days.
losing during that time. So it's just honestly, it's just it's going to be a change up of routine, and now that I'm no longer worried about said procedure, I'm going to actually actively be doing more stuff.
Right.
So
So no hip replacement for you.
Yet.
I joke, but my hip is starting to really hurt me. I don't want to go to the orthopedic because it doesn't like I'll stop running for a couple of days and it's fine.
Well,
and then when I run, it hurts.
That's probably because the consistent running, quote unquote. I know you use a no impact, one of those no impact devices.
Low impact, yeah, bikes, yeah.
But
so I tell you, I was like a baby. You know,
your body does need rest.
It does. So that's
Just
why
not
I took
6 months of it.
Yeah. So I took Wednesday off and I took today off and I'm taking tomorrow off and going back Sunday. But yeah, it's like I said, I look like a fucking baby giraffe with a refrigerator on his back, and that happened to get like 1,000 views from me making fun of myself.
Yeah, that's funny.
Explain that
That
shit.
self-deprecating humor seems to sell.
it's especially if it's me, like or if Oni's yelling at me, then that gets a lot of views. So pretend to be mad at me for a second for something.
What's pretending?
No, that's true.
Well, I appreciate that. What?
Thank you so much. That's really nice. Yeah, I just read that. Thank you, Gazoo. All right, so
You're missing one.
Yeah.
yeah, we're missing one. Oh, there it is.
The fuck?
I don't know what happened here.
Neither do I. I don't
but
know
who's-
what this is either. I'm gonna take a guess and say B.
I have no
Yeah.
clue.
I don't know either.
I do.
Neil McBill. The Navy SEAL. It doesn't sound like BoJack.
That's what I was picking, BoJack Horseman. As soon as Oni said, I know what it is, I know she likes BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
So that made me think BoJack Horseman. So let's see what it is.
Unless it was the last season that I didn't watch.
Yeah, looks like it is BoJack Horseman.
Wow.
Hey.
What season, Oni?
First season. First season, one of the
Oh.
first episodes.
That would be why.
Yep.
Look, it's been so long.
Yep.
Oh, I got you.
Yep. Neil.
What-
It was a. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I have a question when you're done.
Yes.
What channel is BoJack Horseman on?
Netflix.
It was not on Netflix.
I thought
was on
it
Net-
was Comedy Central.
Well, that's not where I saw it. So
Congratulations, Terran Death got it right. You win nothing.
You get a golden star.
I said you get nothing.
What?
I said you get nothing.
What?
I said you get nothing.
Ah, my brain.
My
This-
brain.
That's the one that would really make your brain fry.
Oh no, Gazoo, you're gonna get it started.
You don't know who Neil is? Did he really steal it, or was just horsing around? Oh,
Give us
no.
some fucking.
Give me your money.
Couldn't let Hero. God damn it.
Give us some fucking.
Wait, you can do 2 hype trains in
Yep.
one stream? I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
you could only do 1.
No.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Come on.
Check us out on TikTok, guys. That's lagging_out. The very lovely Rogue Raven does that
Good
for us.
Lord.
Oh shit.
New subscriber, Frisky
Oh,
Dingo.
geez.
Oh no, that's wow.
Thank
Fucking
you.
Deep dive.
Oh, D.Damon Damon did some guest subs. 5 1-tier subs.
Damn.
Thank you so much. Wow, that's awesome.
Demon Banner.
Yeah, a resub from Demon Bandit.
Is
That's
that
good.
freaking just a random roulette for everybody?
Pretty much, yeah.
Mhm. He doesn't let you choose.
I mean, you can go gift subs to certain people if you want.
About to beat your last record. Keep up the support. Wow.
Oh shit. Oh geez.
Yeah, it's just running all the subscribers down, I think.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, I ain't seen that person,
That's
this
very-
person, this last person in like 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
Wait, where's
Marin Soul.
Yeah.
Rah, 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 rah.
Oh god.
Marin Soul.
Yeah.
How many?
Give us some fucking.
Wow, dude. I think you just do it to fuck with me rather than the tip, because just like because when I'm in the middle of a sentence or if heroes in the
Give us some fucking.
See? Fuck you! Stop! It's pronounced Ada. Ada.
No.
Give us some
It's a
fucking.
rolled. It's a rolled R.
Oh, Rada. Rada.
No.
Rada.
Arara.
Sounds like I have like shit in the back of my throat.
maybe you
Can't
do.
that.
Hmm.
Soda Pop
No,
gifted
God,
1 tier
Ticker.
sub to Ticker.
Had
What
to.
the fuck?
Yep.
Soda did it. Soda did it. Soda gave a gift.
Oh, you
to
gifted
Ticker.
one. I thought it said 43 gifts.
We have
subs.
another hype chain.
No, I've done 43.
Dude, like, man, he's picking up a lot of classes, so he has a lot of expendable income now. So.
Yeah, trying
us
to
a
pay off
fucking-
student loans still.
43 gifted, Jesus.
That's over 2 years. That's not bad.
And that's another tip from Hero. He's like going back and forth. Like they hate each other, so they want to get the last word on each other. And they're on the fucking show, and they're just like, I got the bigger dick this week.
I'm just trying to inspire people to give.
I know what you're trying to do there. Can we please add an our
No.
claim to
No, Oni would probably kill somebody.
yeah.
We don't want
Everyone
that
thinks
to
it's all
happen.
popular because there's a character in Demon Slayer, also known as Kimetsu no Yaiba, named Shinobu, and one of her phrases is "ara ara," and it's also a phrase used by conventionally attractive women. Sort of, it's kind of like a Southern slang version of "bless your heart" kind of thing.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And the thing about
Bless your heart,
Shinobu
honey.
is she's like 4'11", so she's very short.
So your height.
No, her sword is missing most of its bladed edge, so it looks more like a rapier.
A
And
what?
so she's like a rapier. It's a type of
Oh.
sword.
Okay.
Whoa, dude.
And the thing is that she's bitter and angry because her sister was killed, but she is essentially the weakest demon slayer leader because she is so petite, because strength is not her forte. So she actually uses an ability to poison herself to make herself poisonous to the demons. That's the thing. She was also their medic, their primary medic. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. But
That's funny.
yeah, she's a waifu to a lot of people, so it's kind of cancer at this point.
Miran Soul came in
Yeah,
saying hello, welcome.
it's so funny. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen her in like 2 years.
I know.
And out of
awesome.
nowhere.
Oh, Soda all-time record shattered.
That's right.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Give us some fucking money.
Okay.
Give us some fucking money.
Exactly.
Give us some fucking.
This is fucking ridiculous. You guys are fucking stupid. We love the support though. It's great. Like we're able to do the ultra thing on Streamlabs. I'm gonna have to mute you though real quick because I'm streaming. Well,
I didn't know that you'd taken up streaming. Oh well.
I'll be muted in a second here, Ticker. But let's give Mirren Soul a shout out then if they're streaming. Make sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. YouTube streamer. All right.
Didn't even know she streamed.
Oh, Misty.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, mute us. That's fine. We understand. We get that a lot. If Oni could mute me. Oh, I had to be muted for 2 minutes. I forgot.
2 months? What?
Set timer for 2 minutes.
Diablo 4 player.
Buy a t-shirt. Buy merch. We got cool shit.
Please.
Give us some fucking money. Someday we'll have a
Garbage
Soda shirt.
humor. I'm not a criminal.
Give us some
American
fucking
gamer.
money.
Damn.
Come at me, I fucking dare you.
Pretty comfy too. Really nice material. Feels nice.
With 10 seconds off left on the clock, why the hell not?
Give us some fucking.
It doesn't extend it. That sucks. Hey, we got a new thingy. Choo choo. Motherfucker.
Chitty bang bang.
I've taken complete. All time record shattered. 15 people too. Not bad. We're moving up.
There we go.
Tell your friends, because we're funny. We have good shit. We do great shit.
Join our Discord. It's free. You can also see a shit post.
Don't forget to come visit us on Kick when we start that out.
Yeah. We might blow up over there. Shit.
I
Should.
hear it's very, very lucrative, but I don't know for how long.
It don't matter, write it while you can. That's what you said. Oh boy. Except for Ghosties.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Check out that QR code. It'll send you to all our little socials. We've made sure to buy exclusive real estate on Nova's ass.
Yep. You're in
Yes.
Australia.
He's got a spade on one side, on the other side with a Q on it as well.
No, Kick's down right now. Oop. F in the chat.
Soda knows what that means. The ace of spade with the Q in it.
Ace.
Oh,
I have a
Jesus.
spade on my fucking arm. What are you talking about?
Racist.
Probably
Are you
should
part
cover
of
it
the
up.
Jesus?
Probably should cover it up in today's fucking society. Like a fucking shot
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Well, I think you'd be more shot with the Proud Boys tattoo on the other side.
Oh yeah, let me go do that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, backflip kangaroo, yes.
Well,
Well, as long as I got to see your ass and scan the code, it's all good.
He's gonna drop bear your ass.
what you talking about?
I have a black card on my sleeve.
Wow, 16. What the fuck?
You gotta build a wall.
Thank you guys for viewing, by the way.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Tell your friends.
We ran out of content, so now I'm gonna play some Call of Duty.
That's
Who do we got
content in
out
its
there
own.
right now? Oh darn! Nobody is on. aside from-
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Call of Duty.
Nobody knows my sorrow. Look who's talking. At least I'm entertaining. If not anything, I am entertaining. I covered your ass last week, and I managed to get 15 viewers by myself with a limited promo.
Wow.
Just saying. I wasn't even trying, and I got donos and people watching me. I'm just saying,
Rogue is
Tyrandad.
asking for you to stop singing.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
God.
Why not?
Give us some
Why
fucking.
not?
No, they said Call of Joe bitching. They changed the name.
Call of Joe bitching. Call of Joe Mama. Well, this is what it should be called. And you could buy that shirt on our shop. I wear it. So you should wear it because I look so damn good in it.
Yeah, what
Why
the
not
fuck?
we
What happened?
Nova.
Oh. Open new window. No. That was almost my email.
That would have been bad.
All right, let's see here what we got. Hey, look, it's us.
Yeah.
All right, we have my
Sexy
first kill.
motherfucker.
We have my first kill, which is one of my favorites, my new favorites. DD Bear is just chatting. Kashali is chatting. The Isle, whatever the Isle is.
Oh no.
I don't remember who DD Bear is.
Infinite lagging out.
why not Why
Oh,
not to see if Amir and Ara Ara?
Oh, that's the chick that was
Uh,
going to come work for us and didn't
is that her?
think so.
I don't see Marietta Ada in there.
Let me check her out here.
When that yeah.
Technically, it's Miran Soul Ara Ara.
Let's see.
Can you put it in the chat so that way I can
I
find the
got
spelling?
her right here. Oop.
Is that the one that Keith told us about? Diddy
No.
Bear?
Oh,
I think looked like her. She got kind of a potty mouth. We watched a few of her videos.
I don't know. I don't remember her.
I want to say so, but
I was talking to her on her live. She's very nice. So, all right, Marietta Ada. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Oh wow, got like that little interactive stuff going on here.
yeah, she's apparently a quote VTuber now, which
Oh, okay.
I
No
had
worries.
no idea that she'd even started streaming.
yeah, before.
She's in the army too.
Oh, so
Hey,
no
look,
more.
my little.
If she was in the
look at-
Marines, I would rate her, but she's in the Army, so
Apparently I'm a tiger running
you
around
gotta
on her
show
screen.
you got to show some empathy to the crayon eaters. So
Crayon eaters.
the other instructor, Oni, he was a Marine too. So like it's like crayon eaters. It's like, yeah, I draw with them, I eat them, I do everything.
So last year's I think it was for Valentine's, some people got together in my office and bought one of the prior Marines edible crayons as a joke.
Oh no.
Now that's nothing compared to another guy that had left the company probably about 6 months after I joined. He was definitely a Marine through and through. They'd gone to like a department lunch huzzah thing, and he sits down and the table was set for like 15 people, and they had a couple of the kids menus with the prepackaged crayons. He's like, oh hey, look, it's my favorite flavor. He actually pulled out one of the real crayons and straight ate it right there. He's like,
Wow.
waxy. I'm like,
Oh,
that is
God.
the most stereotypical Marine bullshit I have ever seen. What the fuck are you doing?
It'd be fun coming out the other end.
Wow.
Then
Oh,
leave a
soda
mark on the
pop's on the
toilet.
bottom there.
I know. I said I'm a tiger or something.
Oh, there's us on the bottom legging out, I'm running that soda pop.
Leave me alone. Don't do it.
Get him.
Fucking do it, dude.
That's it. You better run away,
Forrest.
bitch. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Did anyone see that video of the two lions watching the beginning of The Lion King, those tiger cubs?
I have not seen it yet.
That's the cutest
Don't
shit.
stick that up my ass.
What the fuck?
Here I come. Oh no, he's gonna attack. Oh look, he's
oh
like,
my god.
oh, it looks like he wanted me to
Look,
mount you or
look.
something.
Dick. Wow.
I'm not doing anything. It's just doing it by itself.
I know.
Is it the same program that you use that she's using?
No. I don't know where that came from.
It's a she, right?
Yeah,
I
she's
believe
got.
so.
I think she's got a bunch of different plugins and shit for whatever she's using to stream with.
I think that's
To do that little follower thing with little critters in the bottom.
well, yeah. That's,
Yeah. You showed me how to do that like 6 months ago, and I just forgot. What game is this?
This
Diablo
is
4.
Diablo 4.
Oh, okay. Listening.
Now I'm at 49. I'm literally one away from all I have to do is do an 8-hour stream. And get viewers. That's be the hard part, is getting an average viewership.
As badly as things went, they would have been much worse without.
I was saying skip, but it wasn't letting me skip.
The whole rendering of these characters is so good. Darren Death is now following.
More followers.
More followers.
We raid yet?
Hello.
No,
We
I'm
should-
gonna start rating now. I won't hit the music because that way you can hear her voiceover. But on behalf of the very lovely Blacklight Oni,
Hi.
Hero the IT guy,
Yo.
Oh, so many points.
and
Let's see.
Soda.
Let's see here.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you
Thanks
everybody
for
for watching
coming. We're
Poison
doing
enemies are
great,
slowed. That's
guys.
always
and
nice.
donating. We appreciate you.
Oh yes, that's definitely the ability I need.
We're going to
Rabies.
be
Yep, gonna have to do that one.
rating Marin Soul. And make sure you send her love and
Infected enemies
support.
spread rabies to other infected
Until next week, guys.
to other enemies surrounding the
I'm
enemy.
Chieftain.
Good night.
Signing off and lagging
I'm
out.
sorry, I've come rabid. I'm sorry.
Bye.
You're welcome, Gazoo. Thanks for supporting
Thank
us.
you, Gazoo.
Can't help
No
it.
worries. See you guys next week. Bye.
I should totally go do my bow quest.